Stomach hurts.
I'm a nobody, baby. Light me up, pour me up. I'm gone. Got me seeing genies in a bottle. Liquor got me feeling like a wrestler. Call me Santiago. Everyone listen when I speak. Don't know shit about shit, but I know ball.
What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? And welcome to Two Nobodies with the Mic, episode 167. How's everyone doing on this fine Wednesday night? The 21st of January. Guys, we are live on YouTube. We are live on Instagram. Thank you guys for joining us. I don't know. Listen, we do things a certain way. We love interaction. Talk your shit. Eddie Money will put you, look at that already. That's how you do it, Michelle. You guys, more participation from you, the funner the show, the more we interact, the more fun we have. So that's what's going down. Let's get into our introductions. We have Hakatomi Plaza in the house. What up, man? Look at that. Say something into the mic. We finally got the mic situation fixed.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Yes.
It doesn't
But
feel
now-
like it works.
But now we can't
working.
see you
Pull it
if you
towards
do
you.
that. Yeah,
Pull
pull
it
it
towards
toward.
you if you want, because you're relaxing this shit. Well, there you go.
There you go, man.
It just feels weird. I feel like it's just too big. Whoa.
Oh, I knew it.
Whoa.
I
First-
knew it. I knew it.
Yeah.
Don't be
yeah.
shy, buddy.
Don't be shy. That's what
Don't be
lube is for.
shy. It's all right. You know what? The way you grabbed it, it looked normal.
You're
Yes.
It
Yeah.
looked normal.
Natural. That shit was natural.
Yes.
you're an
It
asshole.
was all natural, baby.
Grabbed it and
Yes.
leaned back like no tomorrow.
Are we done?
Yeah.
Can we move on?
We just getting started.
We got executive producer Eddie Money in the house. What up, man?
What's up? What's up?
How's life, Eddie Money?
Pretty good right now. I'm not gonna-
Pretty
But I'm
good.
muted. Look, it doesn't even work.
No,
We
he's
could-
just
He's
No,
just fucking
we
with
can
man.
hear
We
you.
Ah, yes.
I don't know. I don't
Freaking
believe
guy. And of
Bro, we can
course,
hear you.
yeah,
we
we can hear
have
your whole conversation.
yes, we have the one who knows all, sees all, the guy who puts his nuts on the line for you guys, the one that you guys love to talk shit to when he's wrong, but never give credit to him when he's right. Rafa the Guru, what up, man?
What up, man? Let me grab my mic the way Jacob did.
Yeah.
You know how I got that? I went 2 fingers. All right, relax.
See, he knows how he does it. Okay, don't get it wrong.
Yeah.
Shit, my bad, dude. My bad. You do you,
That
big
is-
time.
That is too funny. Too funny. So, guys, we only have one rule on the show, and that is not to be a loser. What is Zach saying? Ready to be
Okay,
reminded
Zach
Miami
actually
was
funny today. He said
Zach-
he's ready to be reminded that Miami was the best team since week 3.
that's actually
Listen,
pretty funny.
we'll get to that in a bit.
Yes.
Let's fucking let's get through the shit, and then we get to that shit.
Yes. So, Rafa the Guru in the house. One rule: not to be a loser. We are the gambling show of record. Football, Natty's been done. Again, your boy. Woo, 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 woo. I went. I only had one loss in the entire playoffs. I called Indiana. You know, it
It
happens.
was a
once
great
in a while.
bracket, Edward. Great bracket.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. But a great national championship. We have conference championships, AFC, NFC. We'll talk that. Rafa's going to give you his blue chips. Baseball, Dodger season starts and baseball season starts in 1 month. We have NBA, college basketball. We talk about it all, man. I'm sure Jacob will give his weekly take on how NBA basketball sucks. That's just a daily thing. But if you guys don't know, we always kick off the show with our first segment called You Are Fired, brought to you by McMillan Hot Sauce Seasonings. I want to give a big shout out to Mark McMillan, friend of the show, family friend. He got the general manager job of the Las Vegas Rockers, which is the Arena Football League team in Vegas. I think they play at the New Orleans. So yeah, he let me know, and big congrats to him. He always does big things. Guy works hard, and can't wait, man. I'm working out, Rafa. He asked me if I had any snaps left in me. Let's go, baby.
Ask
I'm
him if he
doing
needs
it.
a play caller.
Yes, Rafa. I mean, let's
He's
go.
funny.
That would be
Ask him if he needs a play caller. I'm 1,000% in. They need it.
oh, for sure they need it.
Oh god.
I'd get in trouble because I'd
Fullback
grab every
guy.
quarterback by the fucking helmet and just fucking rock. Are you fucking retarded?
Yes. Woody Hayes style. These guys don't even know who Woody Hayes is. So, guys, let's start off with you're fired. And if you want to go positive, you can go positive too. But there's a shit ton to talk about today. Who wants to start off with you're fired?
I'll go.
Let's do it.
I want to hire the captains of Manchester City. I don't know if you guys saw. Yesterday they went into
They got
Norway, got their
crushed.
nuts kicked in,
Mhm.
lost 3-1, and Holland, Bernardo, Rodri, they all came out and said that they were going to refund their fans who traveled to Norway. It's a little bit under 400 fans. They're going to refund them their ticket money because their performance was so off. So
Wow.
you've never seen that. That shows you the class of the sport right there, and the class of those gentlemen there to give back their fans money because they played like absolute shit. The Raiders, if they did that, they'd be in a deeper hole than what they are with all their head coaches. So they
That's
can't.
no double affirm.
They
Yeah,
can't. Do that.
So are you
So-
hiring or firing?
I'm hiring them for
Okay.
taking care of the fans, being
Hell yeah.
appreciative of the fans who went and saw that just fucking absolute ass whooping.
That's an approved deal. That's awesome. How cool would that be if you traveled and then if they lose, you get like 25% back of your ticket? That would be freaking amazing. Never happened in the United States, but that would be that would be great. Any
Takes-
firings
takes
though,
class.
Rafa?
And there's plenty of firings.
He's positive. Let him be positive. It's okay.
I'm gonna be.
Bro,
positive.
Eddie's
I
trying to
don't-
bring
I'm
it
gonna-
back.
He's
I'm
like
gonna
trying to fire him up. Like, come on, let's go.
He's
Rob.
like, you're not ready for this week?
I should fire fucking Jeannie Buss for
They're not
firing
going
all
to.
her fucking family members.
I was gonna bring it up. Let's bring
Bring it up. Go ahead, bring it up. Go ahead, Eddie. Get into it.
So story comes out. Jeannie Buss just aired out her fucking laundry. You know, that family has been a shit show since, you know, the doctor Buss passed. He was an innovator. He was, you know, incredible. The just what he did for the league and you know, Laker girls, Showtime, you know, all the championships. He took a shit ton of risk. And then he passed, gave it to his sons. Sons ran into the ground. Jeannie didn't do, I mean, Jeannie wasn't horrible, right? When she wasn't horrible, but you know, the franchise has struggled for a while, and they were forced to sort of sell, and thank God they did. But she aired out all the family laundry. She called out LeBron, okay, and said that LeBron was not grateful enough that they drafted Bronny. I thought that was kind of classless. I don't know if she thought this was going to get out, but that sort of rubbed me the wrong way for a plethora of reasons. One, you're running a, you know, almost $1 billion business, and you should not let anyone, you know, coerce you into nepotism, which I said was a problem. And now that you did it, you're going to call it out and say he wasn't grateful enough? You know, I've liked her for a long time. To me, I was classless in my opinion, Rafa. Any thoughts?
I agree with you 100%. First of all, if they don't get LeBron, they'd still be bottom feeders of the fucking league like they were for how many years?
Yeah.
Okay, before 2020. Fucking bottom feeders. They couldn't get a free agent worth of shit.
Yep.
Seriously, they couldn't get anybody. Timothy fucking Mozgov, Luol Deng, like they couldn't get anyone. And then they draft a player and then just fucking give him a chance, trade him away. Julius
Yeah.
Randle. I mean, the list. Brandon Ingram. The list is endless. The list is
Yeah.
endless. She's lucky because if they didn't have LeBron, they would have never got Anthony Davis. They would have never got Luka. All of that.
Yeah. No, for sure. For sure. I agree. So, I mean, I'm sure it's going to be talked about more. I think the story just came out today. But yeah, man, the best thing that ever happened to the Lakers is that they got sold. The Dodger ownership is involved. We all know that's the best run, most well-run organization in sports. And hopefully it starts turning around, man. How about Luka yesterday? Triple-double. I'll tell you what's shocking to me, Rafa, is that Luka was the number one vote getter in the All-Star game.
He's on the Lakers. He's placed in the biggest market.
Yeah, but
Plays in the biggest market. He's on the Lakers. You play on the Lakers,
They're getting number one.
if you're that good though. I mean, listen, it's not that he's fucking DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah.
He's Luka. He's one of the 3 or 4 best players in the league. He's gonna get the votes no matter what. Being a Laker propels him to number one. That's the thing.
For sure. I don't know why I was shocked. I was still a little shocked. So
Wild.
LeBron still gets like top 3 every year because he's a Laker.
I don't know
Was
if
the-
he did this year.
LeBron.
Was he top 3?
I don't think he was top 3.
No, I don't think this year he was.
No, not this year.
Yeah. So that's Laker
But
talk.
Eddie, you mentioned Luka's triple-double last night. And we're not going to mention that he was minus 2 point differential while he was on the floor. But you failed to mention that LeBron was plus 13 while he was on the floor. But it's all right. It's Luka's team. It's Luka's team. It's all right.
LeBron won that game by himself.
100%. 100%. There's no need, Jacob. There's no need every day to remind these people.
I have to. I watched the game. Sadly enough, I watched the game. And without LeBron carried that team to that win. They were down 16 at half. LeBron wills them to win that game. Literally.
Thank you,
no one's going to say anything about it. No one's going to say anything about it. He's terrible for Lakers. He's a terrible teammate, terrible player. But somehow he wins games by himself. I don't know what
If
to say.
I'm LeBron, after this article fucking comes out, I fucking ask for a trade.
Yeah, I mean,
And I want to be traded to somebody in the West. So then when they fucking get to the playoffs, I put the fuck to them.
How about Golden State now that Jimmy Butler's, injured? And Kuminga, give us Kuminga. You're not playing terrible. Come on, guys.
Relax.
he is not good. I mean, is he an all-star? No.
Kuminga's a good player.
He's good. He's good for,
So
Kuminga's a good basketball player.
Thank you, Rafa.
good compared to who, though? Who are you comparing him to?
Good to anybody who played against Michael Jordan. How about that?
Oh, God. Oh, God.
All roads lead back.
Yes. But Rafa, I'm listening. I had to work last night. I'm listening to post game. Oh, if you had hair, you would have pulled it all out. Pero I don't think JJ is doing a good job, man. Like, it's just crazy. Like, they don't respect him. They don't listen to him. He's not a good coach. Pero I'm just like, oh my God, dude. It was wacky. And there was like 3 calls like that.
That's
But-
every LA Dodger call and like Laker call. It's the worst thing on the planet. I cannot listen to
Why
it.
would you?
It is
Oh.
terrible.
It's so bad. What do you think though of JJ job so far?
He's doing the best he can with what he
He's
has.
doing the best. Dude, listen, let's be real. I mean, people want to talk. Like, look at the roster. Do you see these guys that are playing? Some of these guys are ass, Eddie. Like, there's a lot of these guys who are just fucking not good. Jake LaRavia, like, oh my God, we got to say that he's good because he had a couple good games. Everyone in the NBA is good, and they can have a night. The problem is it's not a consistent good.
Yeah.
Like, if a guy shoots 20 shots a night, he's more than likely, he's an NBA player, he's going to hit 9 or 10. Okay? Like, they can go off. Oh, the guy had 30. All right, yeah, because he had fucking 20 opportunities to get 30. Okay, but other than that, like, when you look at this roster, the roster is just bad. Like, Ryu, in reality, shouldn't be a starter. He's like the second guy off the bench, and he's a starter. DeAndre Ayton should be better than what he is. I like Ayton. I think he should be a more dominant player. But the rest of the roster, like, it's just not a good roster. Vanderbilt, like, what the fuck am I watching? Fucking Gabe Vincent. Like, what is, they're trash.
You don't like Marcus?
Marcus Smart's washed. It's
He
past
played
time.
well last night, but that you cannot count on him to do that.
No.
He's definitely on the downside of his career for sure.
Yes,
I would love LeBron to leave and go win a title with somebody else. And because the Laker fans, morons, and all the dumbass fan base of the Lakers, people like Zach and Jay and all the people that you see that grew up loving Kobe and think that Kobe did so much, but they forget the rest of the time when they didn't even make the fucking playoffs, let alone be, let alone be relevant for a lot of the time. They all hate LeBron. So
It is. It's a LeBron hating town.
JD Harris G said, no, LeBron has to come back to Cleveland if he leaves the team. LeBron is Ohio's favorite son, but he ain't leaving LA.
LeBron should go to Cleveland. The East is a little bit on the soft side right now. Cleveland has pieces.
Very
they can
soft.
trade away. Dude, LeBron with Garland, and you can maybe move Mobley, right? Because that'll be an asset for the Lakers. He's a good player. You can
Hell
move
yeah.
him. Because if I'm Cleveland, the way the East is looking right now, like the Bucks are down, right? And they need to make a move. Tatum's probably not coming back this year. So the Knicks are the Knicks that a players-only meeting yesterday. They got back on track tonight, but who the fuck doesn't get back on track against the Nets, right? Like, they've looked shit, and
the NBA is shit.
realize
The
that Mike
NBA is so
Brown
bad.
should not be a fucking NBA head coach. So, but LeBron, if I'm Cleveland, I'm going all in this year, and whether it's with LeBron or somebody else. But I think they should get LeBron, and they should move Mobley, who's an asset, and they can get you a player like LeBron. And you have Allen, Garland, you got Merrill, you got guys who can shoot the basketball. When you watch the Cavs play, they have guys that can shoot the three that would be perfect complementary players to LeBron's style. So, and you have Mitchell, who's the real number one on the team. LeBron could kind of swoop in and be the number two, maybe even the third option.
I love it. I would love Mobley, and he's a Southern California kid. SC, I think he went to school by Temecula, a small Christian school.
And you'd improve your roster. You'd improve your roster with the Lakers.
Yeah,
the roster would improve. LeBron's gone, goes back to Cleveland, wins another title in Cleveland, drops his fucking nutsack on Zach and Jay's forehead, and all is great in the world in June.
I love it. Clip that shit, because I guarantee you, John Ireland is listening to it, and they're going to talk about it tomorrow. And Stephen A. Smith.
And John Ireland.
Me either.
God,
big ass head.
By the way, same guy. He also said that he was hoping Rafa would take the Browns job. He's going to make some calls to make sure it happens.
I love to coach my boy Miles, baby. Everybody knows
Father and
Miles
son.
Garrett is
Nepo baby.
Yes.
Father and son.
Yes.
Dude, that's my dog right there.
He also asked, how did Stefanski get a job?
Two-time coach of the year. Stefanski. He took Joe Flacco off the couch and went to the playoffs.
That's exactly why. Because when you look at Stefanski, you look at he gets kind of a pass because of the quarterback situation. Because when Watson came in, he got hurt, and then all the talk and all that. So Watson didn't live up to the hype, and he was hurt. Because I'm a Deshaun Watson dude. I am.
I love massages.
Love massages. So, but for me, when he didn't get the opportunity, but Joe Flacco comes in, he leads the team to the playoffs. Now this year, he's got two rookies that got to play quarterback and Joe Flacco. Like, it's just, and for him, it's, the defenses were good. They drafted well with the defense. Atlanta's got a good defense. They have a good quarterback situation because you have Cousins who played well and Michael Penix. And Cousins you're okay with paying Cousins because you did this year and you didn't move him. So you're okay with keep on paying him. If Penix doesn't come back right, that Cousins in that shit division can get it done. And they almost did this year, by the way. And they had a really rough stretch of games and then got it going at the end of the year. So I think that's why he got a job. And like Eddie said, two-time coach of the year. The guy can still coach.
Yeah. Shout out to Will Hanley. What up, Will?
Rafa, if you were the coach, team showers every day in Cleveland.
Miles
There you go.
Garrett for sure, 100%, bro. No doubt about it.
Ah, that's
That man, bro,
hilarious.
you seen the dude. Show the pic, Eddie Money. You got the pic.
Oh my
Put
god.
it up, man.
No,
Put it
no
up, my
pic.
boy.
They're gonna have walkthroughs in the
Shirtless.
tower. They're not
Shirtless
walkthroughs.
walkthroughs.
Bro, if
Yeah.
I got that job, I wouldn't even ask for an office. I'd just have a locker right next to Miles Garrett.
Oh my god.
I just put a
Enough.
cubicle in that bitch. No office.
Oh my god.
Combined offices.
That's a
Rafa.
bad man,
and Myles
baby. That's a
Garrett.
bad
It
man.
is. It is a bad man, and congrats to him for breaking the all-time sack record. Eddie Money or Hakatomi Plaza? Any hirings?
I have a firing and a hiring. They're kind of the same. I want to fire American fans compared to the rest of the world type fans. I don't know if you saw this, but Africa had a tournament for soccer. It's called the AFCON, right, Rafa?
Yes.
And it was Morocco versus Senegal in the final.
Wild.
Yeah, and there was a call that was questionable made in like the last 3 minutes, and basically like there was a riot. Like the fans on the field fighting, basically security. Like we don't care enough. I feel like as American fans.
Oh my god, this is a
Bro.
horrible take. Can I
When
say
they-
on this take?
I got you, Jacob. I feel you.
Oh,
You know what
I
I
get
mean?
what you're saying.
Like games are stopped for hours due to fans like trying to fight for their team to win like so badly. They will go
Jacob,
in
did
the
you
field
see
and
what
fight
else
security.
went on during that game?
What happened?
So I don't know if you saw something else during that game. So the game is raining, right? And
Yeah.
the goalie he's got a towel and he's drying his gloves off, right? He's drying his hands. Dude, there's literally Hakimi who is grabbing the towel and fucking trying to get it away from
I
him.
saw that. I
Dude,
did see
like,
that.
all fucking fans
I
are running
saw-
off, grabbing
saw
the
that.
towel from the guy. Like it was insane. Like
yeah,
it was because it's super competitive.
and that's like in Spain, like that's anywhere else in the world where like these fans will literally die. They will die on the
Yeah.
field.
Zach,
Thank you,
listen,
Zach. Thank you, Zach.
Listen, Zach, you're a Dodgers fan, and there is nothing further from fucking civilized than fucking Dodgers and Raiders fans. Those are the people that people die at those stadiums. You've killed a Giants fan or 7, but hey, you be civilized there, guy. Fucking
was a-
civilized. Get
I
the
got to
fuck
bring up
out.
old shit, Rafa. That's the old Dodgers and the old Raiders. Now
Dude, stop.
we get our ass kicked at our
I
own
get
stadiums now.
what Jacob is saying. The fans in Europe and in Africa, in Asia, it's their country though, Jacob. That's the thing.
Yeah, but even if it was at the, like a league level, I still have seen that. Like, I've still have
I
seen
got
that.
you.
On the league
Hey, I'm
level.
with you on this. I'm with you on this.
I'm not.
The
What do you-
hate,
I know where you're coming from, Jacob.
the hate of the other team is wild. Like, look in Argentina, Boca
Yeah.
Junior and River. Like, dude, River fans aren't even allowed to go to Boca.
They
Stadium
have to have
They
like
don't allow it
barricades. They have to have barricades between.
Yeah. to divide.
It's that
Yeah,
crazy.
it's wild. I'm
Yeah.
with Jacob on this.
I appreciate and respect. Like if you're willing to die for your team like that, I respect it. Like you want to fight the other fans so bad, you want to kill them. Like I respect.
Kill him.
Have at it.
Okay. Well, luckily it's my show. Firing not approved.
Boo.
Veto.
First of all, it's 2 nobodies. It's not 1 nobody. Let's get that straight.
Yes, I have 51%.
I got you,
Yes.
Jacob. My 49% says that shit's all good.
All right. What's your
What was your hiring?
yeah?
Oh, I was hiring the other fans of the world who are actually passionate about their sport and care about
Oh,
their
okay.
So you're okay. Any money? You got something, man?
Before I go, I want to read Ralphie's because you can just tell what he was
Well, he was
What he
betting.
was
on.
betting
what
on.
he was betting on by these comments.
Oh my gosh.
He goes firing 87 for not blocking the dude that blocked the punt. And he goes firing Barca for giving up a goal off a corner up 2-1 right before halftime to tie the game. When they ended up winning 4-2. And he goes firing Harry Kane for missing a penalty as well as loss for missing the tap in. And that's because
Yeah,
Bayern was
motherfuckers
minus
told me
2.5. And they went
Look at
2-0.
his next one. He's asked that motherfucker told me in summer league.
Oh,
Bring on
fuck.
summer league basketball.
Bro.
Oh, that's what we were talking about, Kaminga. That's what we were
Yeah.
talking about,
He
Kaminga.
understands. He understands.
Jesus Christ.
It's so funny, bro.
Crazy. That's good shit. That's good shit. Any money?
I'm gonna fire Ryan Clark. I saw a little clip of him. I don't know if it was today or yesterday,
Can't be good.
but he said that Drew Brees, Tom Brady, and Peyton Manning are not generational quarterbacks.
He said that
Stop.
again?
Stop.
He said it. Yeah.
Wait,
What's the basis? What's
That
the
they're white?
basis?
He says Andrew Luck, Mahomes are generational quarterbacks, but those three aren't.
So I
That's-
understand what he's saying, but it's
I
not
get what
right.
he's saying. I get what
I
he's saying a
don't-
little bit.
I
Ta-
don't.
Talent wise, because playing quarterback is so much more than physical talent. Is he saying? Is he
He's
saying
saying
just?
talent wise. He's saying talent wise. That's what I think he's saying.
Thank you, Will. That's ignorant. That's
Ignorant.
ignorant. You know, I saw white chocolate. What's his name?
Jason Williams.
Jason Williams. I saw a clip today where he's saying that Joker is not athletic. Okay. Now there
We know.
is okay, but also, how can you not be athletic? Just because athleticism has so much more than fast twitch, jumping high, running fast. You could be crazy athletic. Rafa,
Like
you're-
me. Thank you, Eddie.
Okay, boom.
Thank you, Eddie. Thank you,
No.
Eddie. I knew that's what he was gonna say.
Yes,
I knew that's what he was gonna say. I knew that's what he. Thank you, Ed.
it's hand-eye coordination, right? It's body notion, knowing how your body works. You can't get more body notion, hand-eye coordination than Joker. And then he comes out and says that this what's the white basketball player from Oklahoma, that he's more athletic than CMC.
Caruso?
Not Caruso.
Holmgren?
Another. Yes. Just because he could jump higher. That's such a
He's also
ridiculous.
fucking 7 feet.
It's such a ridiculous take. CMC is one of the most incredibly athletic people on the planet. It's not even close. Jason Williams, you're fired for that take. Just he says that all basketball players are more athletic. Athleticism, it's a wide spectrum. It's a wide spectrum, and hand-eye
you can-
coordination.
But you can use like he says athleticism, which is fine. To me, I use coordination, right? Like Joker's more coordinated than all of those other guys.
Yeah,
He may not be more athletic, but he's more coordinated than them. And he understands the game a lot better than all of them. Fucking Michael Brown.
Amen, MB. Amen.
But I get what he's saying. I get what he's saying because he can't jump higher than so and so and blah 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 blah. Fine, all that's fine. Listen, Max McClung, who's won the dunk contest
yeah.
2 or 3 years or whatever the fuck it is, he's more athletic than mostly all of the NBA players. The problem is he's not coordinated enough to play the fucking game. That's the thing. So
if you're just saying jumping high and running fast is being athletic, I think that's I don't agree with that statement. I don't agree with that at all.
I get Ryan Clark's take, but I understand why he said that, right? Because Brady didn't have the strongest arm. Okay, Peyton Manning didn't have the strongest arm. Drew Brees didn't have the strongest arm, but Drew Brees passed for 5,000 yards. Tom Brady threw for 40 whatever touchdowns. Peyton Manning threw for 50 something touchdowns. Yada yada yada.
I thought he meant as in like prospects. Like when Luck came out, he was generational, already coming out into the draft. Like Tom Brady was a
Mahomes
six-round
wasn't
pick.
generational coming into the draft.
No, but
Yeah.
his first season, he was already elite. Like these guys, like
His
Drew
first
Brees,
season, he sat.
played the last game of the season, and he sat
Yes.
against Alex Smith.
obviously, but his first season playing, he was already
Listen,
elite.
You cannot base it on the first season, because if we base, and we did it on this show, well, you guys did it on this
But
show.
that's what
When
he's
we
saying,
fucking,
though. He's
it was
saying
a full-blown
were already
circle
elite.
jerk. Full-blown circle jerk of CJ Stroud, and we saw this man fucking hand the New England Patriots a fucking football game. Jaden Daniels was out of this world last year. This year he got hurt. They won what, 4, 5, 6 games. So we can't base it on one season. Like, to me, when I thought when you think of a generational quarterback that he didn't list, Cam Newton is generational because he can do so many things. The problem was he couldn't do it for very long. That was the problem. He had one amazing season.
Yeah,
That's generational because he can run
agree
the
with
ball.
I agree with you. I just think he means like right out the gate they were already elite.
Mahomes was not out of the gate generational. That's the thing.
Eddie Money.
I think he was. I mean,
Eddie Money. The quote has to be. We might be misquoting him. I'm guessing. I didn't see it, but the quote has to be a generational talent at quarterback.
They're not generational. It's probably not generational talent, which they don't have generational talent. They are generational players, but they don't have generational talent. I'm okay with that because I don't want Tom Brady. If I'm choosing a guy to throw a ball 70 yards down the field, I don't want Tom Brady to do it.
Well, either way, he's a clickbait king. Clickbait king. And
you got us. Look at us, you know.
Yeah, you got ours.
Yeah, good point. Anything else, Eddie Money, before I go into my firing, which I'm trying to calm myself down because I'm getting heated as I think about it right now.
Exactly.
Fire away. Jacob, you should fucking veto his firing just because.
So
who's firing?
Your dad's.
Oh, I should actually. He vetoed mine.
So the Los Angeles Dodgers come out and they sign Kyle Tucker, who is regarded the top free agent in the market. If you look at his numbers, 22 home runs, hit 267. He had a good year, but by no means is this a generational talent. People are freaking the F out, Rafa. They've interviewed everybody, and Craig Counsell, manager of the Brewers, correct?
Yeah.
Came out and they asked him about it, and he gave one of the best answers I've seen in a long time. He says, obviously, there's questions, right? And the bargaining agreement's coming up, and people are saying they want a cap on baseball. Dodgers are ruining baseball. Dodgers are ruining baseball. But Craig Counsell came out and said, but let's take a step back and look at what the risks that the Dodgers have taken. Okay, they took a risk on paying a Japanese player who never pitched, right? A single game and was criticized for signing him at the time. What are you doing giving a player who's never pitched a pitch in major leagues the highest paid pitching contract? Okay. We're not going to go over the Mookie contract, the Freddie contract. There's a ton of signings and shit that happened where the Dodgers, lucked out and made some good decisions. Okay. But let's talk about this real quick, Rafa, because I think you feel the same way as I do. And Craig Counsell said the risk they took just happened to pan out. Now, when I say just happened to pan out, Rafa, let's go back to the Phillies game where the Dodgers are basically done. A rookie pitcher makes a freak error. Dodgers end up winning that game. Okay. I would say luck. Okay. If the Dodgers lose that in the first round, Dodgers are the laughing stock of the Major League Baseball. Everyone's pointing their finger and laughing like the kid who has snot in his nose in third grade and who pissed his pants, and everyone's, poking fun at the Dodgers. And the Dodgers are a complete failure. They're going back to the drawing board. They might be blowing up shit. That's how the line of success and failure is so thin in baseball, right, Rafa? Now, go to the Toronto Blue Jays game 7, where you're down getting our ass kicked most of the game. Miguel Rojas makes an incredible play, almost slips and makes a great play at shortstop, throws the guy out at home. I mean, it's an RCH away from being safe. And then Miguel Rojas, who hasn't hit a home run and who knows how long, Dave Roberts puts him in and hits a miracle home run. If they lose that game, Rafa, are we saying Dodgers are ruining baseball? We're not. You're the laughing stock of Major League Baseball. So I'm tired, sick and tired of this narrative that the Dodgers are ruining baseball because they barely won 2 freaking championships. They had this, the championship before that, they had no pitching and barely won that. So I'm tired of the narrative Dodgers are ruining baseball. They took risk, huge risk, and they're playing by the rules, the same rules that the Yankees, the Mets, and the Padres, and everyone else plays by. So that's my firing. All the Dodger haters, I'm sick and tired of it. And maybe, and the owners are getting paid, by the way. They're loving this luxury tax. All these small, small market teams are making money hand over fist because the Dodgers are cutting $169 million revenue share check. So they love it as well. That's my firing. All the Dodger haters. Dodgers are not ruining baseball. You guys need to get your shit together and just think about what I said and all those tiny little things that happened. We would be the laughing stock. Little Ralphie would be laughing at me harder than anybody on the planet if the fucking Dodgers lost, which they almost did twice. Agree?
I agree. I hate like the small market thing, right? Like Michael Brown brought up small market. When you look at small market, look at the NFL, right? The Chiefs, the Broncos, and there's another team that has a baseball team. I think those were the top 3 teams in home attendance last year for the NFL. Over 70,000 fans at Broncos games. And I know it's one day a week, every other week or whatever, but still, go out and watch the Rockies. Go out and watch the Rockies. Go out and fill your seats, and then your owner will maybe spend that money and put a better product on the field. But the problem is we did this last year. I did this shit last year. I brought it up. Freddie Freeman was gift wrapped and left there in free agency. The Braves, whatever there was. The Red Sox gift wrapped Mookie Betts, who was at the time the second best player in baseball.
Yeah.
And gift wrapped him to the Dodgers. Just send him over. Like, here you go. That was on the Red Sox that didn't want to pay him or whatever the fuck it was.
They didn't want to pay David Price.
So, and then the Ohtani thing. Listen, as much as the Dodger fans don't want to admit it, and Ohtani it's come out on from multiple people and multiple reports that if the Angels would have gotten just a little closer to the Dodgers number, he would have stayed with the Angels. So they would have never got him. But the Angels are retarded, which is why they didn't keep Ohtani. And who can blame them, right? Because they didn't win shit. They had Trout and Ohtani both healthy at one point and didn't win anything. So it's like, why the fuck am I going to give this guy $650 million to stay with the Angels when I'm not going to win shit anyways? So whatever, right? Yeah. Going out to get Yamamoto, I don't see that as a risk. Like Craig Counsell is going to come out and say, oh, it's a risk. Bro, they've been signing Japanese players for a long time. Hideo Nomo, Matsui or whatever, Hideki Matsui, Rabu, Ichiro. I mean, listen, the Japanese players that are being signed for that amount of money have all come here. World Series MVP, American League MVP, yada, yada, yada. Tanaka was phenomenal with the Yankees the first couple of years. So I don't see that as a crazy risk to go out and get Yamamoto and then the other dude who ended up being phenomenal out of the bullpen. So
when Athletic owner got rewarded for with Vegas for spending less than Rafa at the Fountain Blue. So, that's pretty freaking funny there.
Dude, the Marlins netted their income was $231 million this year. After it was all said and done, salary and all. The Dodgers was $200 million. The Dodgers spend 73% of their income on payroll. The Mets spend 90%. The Marlins this year spent 27% of their income on payroll. So look at the difference. Look at the difference. And listen, the Mets are going out there and they're spending money and they don't give a shit because their owners don't depend on the Mets making a ton of money because they already have money from other businesses, as the Dodgers do, as all of the other owners.
Yeah.
So I hate the fact because baseball, the Yankees were the same way from fucking 95 to 2000 or whatever. They literally had the best player at numerous positions. They had the best second baseman. They had the best shortstop. They had the best third baseman. They had the best first baseman. They had the best catcher. They had the best starter in the league. They had the best closer in the league. Their list of players was endless.
Yep.
And it happened. And now it's going to keep happening with the Dodgers. And then the Mets are trying. The Phillies will come on. The Yankees will come on. The Astros will come on. All the other ones, the Royals, the Angels, the Marlins, the Pirates, your fan bases, your owners don't give a fuck.
Yeah, and,
So-
Dodger ownership, I think, is like compared to the Mets' wealth, they have a third of the money that the Mets ownership has.
And the Mets are spending it. And the Mets are spending it.
Yes.
I mean, whether the decisions were good or not, the team underachieved last year, no doubt about it. But they went out and they got Bo Bichette. They went out and traded for Luis Robert a couple days ago. So they have Juan Soto and they have
Yeah,
what's his name? The phenomenal fucking shortstop. Forget his name now. But they have players. They're trying to put a product out there.
yeah. So that's my firing. It just, I'm trying to see both sides, but I know I would have
can't
got
see the other side. I can't, and I'm not a Dodger fan. I can't see the other side.
well
I'm
because
sorry.
you don't get the phone calls when the Dodgers lose and haha, you guys suck. From the Angels and Padre fans, like I just know those phone calals. We'd be the
I would
laughing stock.
never answer. I would never answer
yeah.
any of those phone calls.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I hear you. So that's my firing. Jacob, you guys any money? You guys have any opinions on Dodgers?
I just watched Ralphie's comment to Michael Brown. What up, MB? Fucking dork.
Here we
That's
go.
literally all because Ralphie said Mets are coming and Michael Brown said, "Get the fuck out of here." He just called him a dork.
What up, MB? Fucking dork.
That's too good. Too good. Too nobody's violence. Well, guys, that is You're Fired, brought to you by Grill and McMillan Products. God, here we go. But let's get into NFL. Or no, you know what? You want to recap? Look, the college football first before we get into NFL.
I would love to.
Derek?
Let's do it. I'll tell you funny. You want to hear a funny story? You want to tell this story, Hakatomi Plaza, about Michael Brown? I don't want to do this, but I feel like I might have to do this. We're watching, if you guys don't know, Michael Brown, my favorite son-in-law, is watching the national championship, sitting there with my daughter, and he starts talking smack about Fernando Mendoza's mom. Like, why doesn't she stand up and cheer for her? Like, what does she think she is?
Are you
too good or
fucking
something?
serious?
Not what he said.
Oh my!
What did he say?
He's exaggerating because it's like he just didn't know what was wrong with her. He was just like, "Why is she not standing up?" Like he didn't say like I don't. He didn't say all like other.
That's
stuff.
the way. I don't know. That's just freaking wild.
He just didn't know that she had MS, which is I feel like I didn't know that either. I just saw that she was in a wheelchair. I didn't know exactly what it was.
Are you guys living under a rock? It's just
Where the fuck have you been for fucking the last 15 weeks?
seriously, like,
I don't
how
know the
have
big
you guys
story.
not seen that story? That's the craziest thing on the planet.
He's not.
So-
Never mind. I can't get into that.
Well, anyways, Miami, Indiana. I thought it was a very good game. What happened to me, like I thought was going to be the issue, was Miami was not able to run the ball like they did on the past 3 games that they played. Indiana's defense was great. They brought the pressure, Rafa. They came after Mendoza, and Mendoza didn't have a really good first half. They were getting to him. He kept his poise, but that Miami defense was good. It's just they were not able to run the ball like they did in previous playoff games. Any thoughts on that?
I don't think that was That was not the issue.
You don't think so?
No, to me, I think the issue was not the inability to run the ball. The problem was the decision to not run the ball because they only ran the ball 21 times, or 22 times, and Fletcher had 17 carries for over 110 yards. So, and he broke the big one. They just didn't run the ball enough. And so when you watch the game, like Zach, he loves to talk shit, and I don't even know what his exact allegiance is with the Big Ten or whatever the fuck. Like I just don't get it.
It's just SEC hate.
He doesn't even, he couldn't name 6 Big Ten teams before USC joined. But I'm going to be honest with you. If we go to the list of the last 15 national champions, this is the worst team to have won it.
Why do you say that?
Because if this team played Ohio State 10 times, Ohio State would probably beat them 7 of the 10. And if they played Miami 10 times, they would probably lose to Miami 6 times. When you watch this game, and you can watch the whole thing again, it was 10-0 at halftime, and it didn't feel like – I didn't watch the last 2 minutes because I was annoyed of the first quarter, of the first half, and Indiana, of course, didn't do shit with the ball. They went into halftime 10-0. The mistakes were made, okay? Like the block punt, those plays happen. It's a great job by Indiana. Why is Malachi Tony, and I know as phenomenal as he has been, and he's been great, why are you fielding a punt inside of the fucking 10-yard line? That's one, okay? Because then it leaves your team down there, and then you decide to not try and run the ball out of there, okay? And then it leaves your team down there, you get a block punt, all right? The defense, Miami's defense played good enough to win the game. But again, Miami had 3 losses this year. All 3 losses, all of those games were lost on the arm of Carson Beck. And when the playoffs started, I said, if Carson Beck makes a mistake, you're not winning the game. And he made a mistake at the end of the game. He had a great drive against Ole Miss to win it. That's fine. You made a mistake. You threw the ball to the guy. The guy didn't go out. They didn't disguise it. You clearly saw it was a double team. Like you just saw it and you threw it right to him. So to me, I don't think it was this, oh my God, is this team better than last year's Ohio State team? Not even close. Are they better than Michigan's team from 2 years ago? Not even close. Are they better than any of the Georgia teams, any of the Alabama teams? They're not. To me, I think this team was very beatable, and they just outclassed them.
Who the fuck do they have to fucking beat, Rafa? They beat Oregon twice, okay? They beat Ohio State. A mock draft came out. There's 4 players going in the top 10 on that Ohio State defense.
And two on Miami. There is no doubt about it.
And Alabama.
When you list them, when you list this team as and you look at the national champions of the last 15 years, this team is ranked 15th. I'm sorry.
I'm ranking them number 1. There hasn't been a 16-0 team. Okay, it's a team. This team was disciplined. This team played together. This team made plays. You have to give Indiana credit for winning this game, not Miami losing this game, Rafa. They made play after big play.
They were outgained. They were outgained, okay, by 100 yards probably. So Miami gave a block punt. You didn't block the guy. And it wasn't an all-out rush. You didn't block a guy. You let the guy run right past you when you're punting from your own fucking end zone. And you didn't block the guy. They rushed like 3 guys back there. That's not that you made a great play. You didn't block a guy. You missed an assignment. The interception that Beck throws.
That's a trail. That's a cover 2. That's a trail technique.
Double coverage. You literally threw it right.
Safety on top, trail coverage. They've gotten many interceptions with that coverage. It's on purpose. You can see corners beat.
The guy didn't come out of nowhere. The guy's right in front of the receiver. There is no window. The window's not there. There is no window. There is no need to throw that ball at all.
When I see a special teams play like that, Virginia Tech was bet. When Georgia makes a great special teams play, you give credit to the coaches. When I see a good special teams play, I say that's coaching. That's coaching for me. It's not a freak accident.
But that play wasn't.
Teams.
That play specifically.
That play wasn't, Eddie.
They sent 3 guys only because they wanted to have coverage. Miami just missed that block. They sent
It's
3
a-
guys
it's a
only because
clear-
That guy's been
Clear.
that guy made a great play. That guy made a great play.
he wasn't blocked.
Because he wasn't blocked.
You know,
and
he
was
beat
untouched.
he didn't come free. He beat a block.
If you watch that play, that guy didn't really try to block him. He didn't think he was gonna make it. That to me, that wasn't
Coaching.
That was more of a mistake than anything of a good play.
Go back and watch the national title games that we've seen. They've been absolute domination. Ohio State last year was dominant as fuck. Georgia against TCU, dominant as fuck. This was not dominant. But Miami had the
I'm
ball
not
at the
saying it
end.
wasn't dominant. I didn't say
So
dominant.
that you can't put I can't put them above any of those teams. If I watch this team, if they would have had to play Ohio State twice instead of Oregon twice, they would have never got to where they're at today.
That's just
To me,
16 and 0.
I think they won that game on the sideline with a better head coach. To me,
I agree
you
with that.
cannot. You have to. You're as good as Baby Jesus, Malachi Tony, as good as he is. There has to be an understanding here. You're not fielding a punt, and Indiana made the same mistake. The thing is, the guy didn't return it. Okay,
Guys
and
do
then
it
when
all
they
the
punted,
time.
they fucking blocked. Those are little mistakes that you make, and I know he's a freshman. I see it in the
Here.
NFL all the time.
I pulled it up. Here's the block punt. Do you have here?
And then that guy running free.
Look, we're not blocking him.
Yeah, that's just a mistake. You just can't let that happen.
Coaching. That's coaching.
How is
Details.
that coaching?
Details. Special teams.
He doesn't block.
Nobody
He's
touched the guy.
trying.
Bro, 87 just
87 just
look at this fucker.
Come on, guy. That's just a bad play.
I listen. You don't think that special teams guy? That guy's ass is that's a coach. Details. If you hear Signetti's philosophy on coaching, it's 6 seconds of ultimate effort. You forget about the score does not matter. Every play is a single secular thing. That's his coaching style. I agree, Rafa. He is a superior coach than anybody. But the fact that they went 16-0, the fact that they beat the gauntlet of blue bloods that they did, is why you have to rank them higher. Are they the most talented?
I'm not giving them credit for beating Oregon, who beat nobody.
Oregon's only losses in the past couple of years are national championships, I'm pretty sure.
Who?
National champions.
And you picked Oregon twice.
They should have beat them. But Dan Lanning is ass-tastic. and to be fair, Oregon didn't have their top 2 running backs, and that's their strong suit of their game, by the way. This game, Eddie, their quarterback threw for 190 yards in this game. Like, they ran for 130 yards. Like, it wasn't what you're like. You see that? You don't see that team and say, fucking wow. You don't see that team and say, wow. I say, wow. 2019 LSU, wow. Last year's Ohio State team, wow. Those are wow teams. That Michigan team, wow. Alabama, wow. This is not a wow team.
To me, it is a wow team. They're so fun. Jacob, we were watching that game, and we're looking at the tackling saying, wow. Were we not?
No,
Did they not tackle incredibly?
That's to me, that's the best coach team in the country.
Yeah, no doubt about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's saying talent-wise, that's not the best team. Like, that's not the best team in 15 years.
If that's the argument, I can't. Of
Listen,
course.
If this team plays Miami again,
That's what he's
or
saying.
Ohio
That's
State
what
again,
he's
they
saying.
lose. They lose. I think if they play
No.
Ohio State again, I think they lose. They had to
I
make 3 great plays to beat them. That's the thing. Miami made a mistake on special teams that, to me, when you're in a national title game, and unless the other team is superior than you, and you're going to lose by 30, then that's when you make it like, all right, the special teams beat the fuck
With
out of them.
that offensive line, that's the best offensive line in the country. Okay, you said they ran the ball. How many 3-and-outs did Miami have? Like 6? That's a wow fucking thing. With the undersized D line and 2 and 3 stars on fucking defense, right? That's a wow. If you're stopping them consistently 3-and-outs, There was at one point they had 3 or 4 in a row.
You're not.
But you're having
you're
different
not a
arguments
wow-
here.
you're
You're
not a
having two
wow
different
defense.
arguments.
You're not a wow defense where in the fourth quarter you allowed 2 fucking drives of 80 and 90 yards for touchdowns. You're not a fucking wow defense.
They were the
That
number
you're
one
not
defense in the
wowing
country.
anybody.
In the country, they're the number one defense in
We're
the
not.
country.
We're not doing that. They played Purdue. Don't do
You're
that.
having
I think Will Hanley sums this up pretty well. He says the reality is that Indiana had the oldest team in college football. Cignetti cracked the code, realizing that experience beats talent. Indiana doesn't have the best players, but they played perfect football, close to perfect.
And they had to play perfect. They played
Yes.
perfect. They didn't
All
make
year
one
long.
mistake in that game. If they make one mistake in that game, Miami made 2 mistakes in the game, one at the very end, whatever. But before that, leading up to that point, Miami makes 1 mistake, Indiana made none. You take away Miami's mistake, that game's 21-20. Take away Miami's mistake, it's 21-20. And I'm not talking about the late interception. The mistake of not blocking a guy on a punt when it's not a full-out fucking go get the punter, and you made a mistake in a 10-7 football game, I can't see it and sit here and say, oh, wow, look at that Indiana team. It's just
Talent-wise, you're spot on. But
talent-wise, it's not even close.
yeah,
no, but that's what he's trying to argue with you. You're not understanding that. He's saying
I
they weren't-
agree. Talent-wise, no. But you got to give them credit for being perfect.
They won the national title. There's plenty of teams that if they were given 15 games, they would have won. They would have, or 16 games, they would have been undefeated too. Okay, so I mean, let's be real. There's been plenty of great teams. This team is not one of those great teams. I'm sorry, it's just not. They won.
Yeah.
They were the best team this year. There is no doubt about it. They had the best coach and the best quarterback. No doubt about it. They weren't one of the best teams of the last 15 years. That's my argument.
Okay.
To
Will-
switch topics real quick, Mets have acquired Freddie Peralta as a pitcher.
Woo!
There you go. The Mets are
Happen.
coming. Michael Brown.
Mets are coming, MB. Mets are coming.
You gotta love it. They're spending money. Real quick, and we'll get
Payroll
off.
Might be 500 million.
Yeah. The Mets are ruining baseball. Mets are ruining baseball. Set the world on fire. Mets are ruining baseball. No one's
They're gonna
talking
be
shit.
fucking 81 and 81.
Yeah. It's fucking ridiculous. Just proves my point. Before we get off of college, I do want to, because I don't know what your guys' algorithms look like, but my algorithm is Fernando Mendoza, Fernando Mendoza, Fernando Mendoza, Fernando Mendoza, Fernando Mendoza, Fernando Mendoza, Fernando Mendoza. I'm sure, Eddie, you're a Raider fan, so you might have the same thing. Are you? What did you say?
I compared to the Mets are coming, Ralphie.
Yeah, Ralphie gets all pissed off when you spell his name that way too. He's gonna get mad. You guys, algorithms, is it Fernando Mendoza mania?
Yeah.
No, mine's definitely not. Mine's naked girls.
Yes, I've been getting a lot of Fernando stuff.
He's reached this superstar level. You have a lot of different opinions. He's gonna suck. He's exactly what the Raiders need. I do feel like this kid is on a generational run this year, and obviously this is not going to happen, right? This is not going to happen when he gets drafted by the Raiders, and the Raiders, win hopefully 8-9 games. I mean, if we have a great year, where do you see this? How do you see this playing out? How do you see this playing out, Rafa, with Fernando Mendoza? Like, I feel like the bar, he's almost like Mother Teresa at this point. Like, all the people that really don't follow college football, he's never lost. How is he going to adjust going into the NFL, not having success? I'm trying to look into the future. Is he going to get hammered? See, we told you he wasn't this, because obviously you win 16-0 national championship. That's not going to happen next year. Do you see him succeeding in the NFL, you guys? That's for all three of you. There will be adversity. Is he going to handle it well? The media loves to build you up, right? and they love to break you down. I feel like everyone's waiting in the wings just to hammer this guy because there's a shit ton of haters, a shit ton. Where do you guys stand on this?
Go ahead, Eddie.
Money.
I think it'll be like an adjustment. I haven't looked at his like career to see like how well he was at Cal, and now he deals.
He was
with,
good
like,
at Cal.
He was
He was
good.
good.
Yeah.
Did you see Eddie Money? Real quick, did you see they did an AI version of his NFL career?
Yeah.
They have
Right,
they
the
have him
next
in the
10
Hall
years.
of Fame.
Yeah.
Like it's like that's why AI is a fucking.
They have
joke
him
at
winning the
this point.
Super Bowl in 6 years.
Yeah, they have him being with 3 teams. It's pretty interesting. But go ahead, Eddie. Sorry to interrupt you.
I think it's like I feel like when you play for a shitty ass team, when you get drafted to a shitty ass team and they're in a rebuild, it's all about mentality and keeping keeping the team together so you have a plan to build something and being able to like rally guys around that and keep it consistent for like 2 to 3 years so that the rest of the team has something to look forward to and build around and keep the mentality the same. So if he can take control, like if he can take control of that locker room and other people, like with his little goofy self, I feel like it'll work out well. But I feel like those are big things you see behind the scenes that like the public really doesn't know. If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I got you. Hawks.
Before I was kind of iffy on Mendoza, just because it's talent wise, but I feel like, I mean, I'm convinced. I mean, at least after what I saw, like leadership wise, like the Raiders need someone that can lead a group of men at quarterback. Like it's different with the defensive end. At quarterback, you have a guy like that can lead a group of men that feel inspired. I think that's a huge difference. Even if he's not very good in the beginning, I think his optimism is gonna make them feel like we can get there eventually. I think it's small, but to me, I feel like it makes a huge difference in this franchise because they need something like that. They need some type of hope. I think Fernando can bring that, if that makes sense.
It does to me. Rafa.
So I think for, when you look at the Raiders, right, it's been tough for a while to have a consistent quarterback. So they don't have, Derek Carr, everybody, you hated him. People loved him. He's a Raider, whatever the fuck, stupid shit. But over the last handful of years, like you haven't had a, number one, a consistent head coach. And Michael Brown will remind you of all your coaches you have on payroll.
Thank you.
And you haven't been consistent at that position. So when you bring him in, I think it's going to be very important, the coach that you bring in. And I'm not talking about you need, whoever, this superstar coach or whatever. The coach has to have the amount of time to you can't fire the coach after a 2-15 season and then next year you go 4-13. You can't fire the coach if the kid's playing decent enough. Look, the Panthers wrote off Bryce Young. They benched him. They brought in Andy Dalton. The kid sat. This year he led them to the playoffs. Ugly, he led them to the playoffs and almost won that game. Had a lead late against the Rams, right? So I think time, you need to give the kid time. But like Jacob said, he's a perfect leader. And he's smart as fuck, which is what you want at quarterback. And he's going to lead. He's already leading men. Indiana's like 39 years old anyways. So he's already leading men. And when you look at it, he's showing up. Your best player on the offensive side of the ball is a big-ass tight end who can catch the football.
Yeah.
To me, I think there's no better weapon for a young quarterback than a big tight end like that who can catch the football. Look at what look at what Travis Kelce did for Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
And the bond and the understanding of where to be at certain situations on the field. Yeah. I think Brock Bowers and Fernando Mendoza will develop that relationship within the next 2 years, maybe even 3 years, where Brock's going to understand he broke the pocket. I got to be here. I'm going to come back, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
I think that's a great situation for him. You have a young running back who they took, with a top 10 pick. They need to get alignment, but you have, there's two pieces there. There's two pieces in Genti and Brock on the offensive side of the ball that will only make things easier for him. I know there's no offensive line, which is going to be a thing. You got to get it together. But I think it's a perfect fit for the Raiders and him. I think he's a phenomenal leader.
I want to take. Go ahead.
Who goes number 2 in the draft? Do you think?
Well,
At quarterback,
the second quarterback is Ty Simpson, and he's
Well,
going to go to
no,
the
I
Jets.
meant like overall, like who goes number 2?
Bailey.
Yeah, there's
Well, the
There's-
second, the Jets have the second pick.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's going to be Ty Simpson. That's why I want to bet Ralphie on his bet
They
right
will
now.
not pick
Ralphie
Ty
said-
Simpson
No
because they're
way he
picking
goes number
16.
2.
Obviously, I think whoever drafts Ty Simpson will have more wins than the Raiders.
The Jets will take if the Jets take Ty Simpson, it'll be at 16.
Well, we'll see because other teams need quarterbacks, and he will be the second. You know, quarterbacks get overdrafted. They get drafted too high, Rafa. And Ty Simpson.
Yes, but if you look at this draft, this is not the Bo Nix, J.J. McCarthy, Caleb
Yeah,
Williams, Jaden
It's
Daniels
not
draft.
close.
This is
Oh, I agree.
this is an Alex Smith, Aaron Rodgers draft. This is like there's
Yeah.
gaps,
That's a
right?
great
There's
analogy.
gaps. There's gonna be
Great
one.
analogy.
There's gonna be number one, and then the next guy is a far away. So is it gonna be Pittsburgh to take Ty Simpson? The Jets at 16, which is their second pick of the first round. Will they take him at 16? I mean, and then of course Rocha comes in and says the Drake May draft.
Oh.
That draft, bud. That
Great
draft.
call.
So, but yeah, so I think I and listen, people rush to take a quarterback up there. I think this draft there's gonna be no need for that.
I agree.
All right.
Well, Hanley also said Raiders would have won Super Bowl by now if Mark Davis had some nuts and stuck with Gruden.
Facts.
Yeah. The
No nuts
pressure.
for you.
You know that. Yeah. There was. Oh
Stop
God.
it.
That's funny.
Stop it.
Yeah, more Howard.
Well, that's a. I thought it was a great college football season. That's 3 years in a row now. Big Ten has won the Natty. People are saying now that NIL is out there, and all of these big schools have been paying players for years. Okay, now you could go in through the front door instead of the back door, but the NIL has sort of, leveled out the playing field, and you're not going to see. Do you see this being a trend, Rafa? Do you see other teams like Indiana? The playbook has been written. You don't need to go get blue chips anymore. You don't need the 5 stars. You need to cherry pick the 3 stars that were underdeveloped and went to Boise State and now can play ball.
But they've been doing that. They've
Texas
been
Tech.
doing that. I mean, look at the quarterbacks.
Well, the
Like,
last
look
3
at-
years.
quarterbacks. Yeah, look at the quarterbacks. The quarterbacks are moving, right? So
Yeah.
you don't need to, the 5-star thing and all that shit. That's kind of that's fading real quick. That's
Yeah.
fading real quick because I'd rather have a guy who's fucking 22 years old
Yep.
starting at defensive end for me than some fucking 18-year-old kid at a fucking modern day who's fucking still sucking on his mama's titty. So that's just what it is.
And those 2 and 3 stars didn't get a payday. They've learned how to work hard. They're humble. Instead of these kids coming out like, hey, I'm going to the biggest bidder. Now you have an 18-year-old kid driving a Cullinan to practice, with a $200,000 chain. That's going to affect you,
I think we're going to see the biggest fall off with those guys at the end positions and some of the tackle positions, like on the line, because you'd rather have a
Grown-ass
big
man
guy.
out there.
You'd rather have a grown ass man at 6'3". You'd rather have a 21-year-old 6'3", 315 pounder than a fucking 18-year-old kid who's all he's been doing is eating McDonald's and so on, and at 305. And that's
Yeah.
the difference. And those are the ones that are going to suffer. Malachi Toney, Ryan Williams, Jeremiah Smith, those wide receivers, and some of those corners, and those guys, and maybe even some running backs. Those guys are still gonna be, I think, recruited heavy. I think the defensive ends, the defensive tackles, the offensive linemen, I think it's gonna be a little bit lower. Look at the kid from Texas Tech, who's might be the number 2 pick in the draft.
Yeah.
Where did he play before? Tulane for a couple years. Then he goes
Yeah.
over to Tech, plays on a phenomenal defense. Now he's going to be a top 3 pick in the draft.
Yeah.
How many stars did that kid have? Fucking 1, 2?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'd rather have that guy come into my school than some fucking young punk.
Rafa, can you please get Rafi's phone and just take it away from him, please?
Yeah,
Ralphie's not here.
he's fucking firing.
And the
He's
guy's
going-
driving, by the way. I don't know what the fuck he's doing,
Yeah.
but he's driving.
He's out of control. Where's he going?
He's coming back from Vegas.
It must be nice.
So, well, I mean, success, great football season, great college football season.
Great season. I thought this was a very
It's
entertaining
always-
season.
It's always great.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah,
great.
already.
Early national championship pick for next year.
Hopefully, hopefully,
Yeah, let's do
hopefully,
it.
hopefully it's 16
right
next
now.
year. Though.
I'm going to give it
Let's-
to you right now. The number one team in the country next year, and they're probably number one preseason, or will be number one,
Mhm.
the Texas Longhorns.
Well, they will
The
be.
odds came out already, though. The odds already came out.
Let me find him real quick.
It's Indiana number 1.
That's the stupidest thing ever.
That's ridiculous.
That's Vegas odds. That's Vegas odds.
I guarantee you, that's not the polls. And that's Vegas, and Vegas we all knows.
Vegas.
But
The polls should be-
Texas will be the number one ranked team
It
preseason.
should be Texas, Oregon, Georgia. That's what it should be.
I'm gonna say the Oregon Ducks finally win the national championship. Dan Lanning comes off the
He
Astastic
ain't,
list.
he ain't that
Never.
dude.
Never.
He ain't
There
That's
you
that
my
go.
call.
Ohio State at plus 600, Texas and Notre Dame at plus 700, as well as Indiana, Oregon at plus 1,000, Georgia at plus 1,100,
I
LSU
would
at
like
plus.
to take Indiana to not make the playoffs for 100, Alex.
You're
Wow.
so.
You're
You
such
don't
a
even
fucking
mean
idiot.
that. You don't even mean that.
I
Robert.
1,000% mean that.
Of course he means it. He
No, he
picked
doesn't.
against
He
them.
doesn't mean that.
Indiana played St. John Bosco. He would pick St. John Bosco in
He
a
doesn't
heartbeat.
mean that. He doesn't mean that.
I listen. If there's anything about Rafa, he is consistent.
Bro,
Consistent.
there is no doubt about it. Listen, there is no doubt about it that Indiana, I think they have to play Ohio State next year, regular season. Guess what's going to happen? Nuts fucking kicked in. Kicked all the way in. If they're playing USC, guess what's happening? Fucking ball sack. Just
USC's not
fucking
beating that team.
Floyd
USC's
Mayweather
not beating
Jr. on the
Indiana.
fucking bag.
Gotta-
That's what it's
Dude.
going to look like. When Ohio State plays Indiana next year, you ever seen Floyd in his prime just hitting the bag? Just da, 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 da. That's what it's going to be like on their fucking nutsack. Just bah, bah, bah.
We should go to
bah.
that game. We should go to that game. We
Bro,
should
listen,
all fly out there.
Julian's saying Jeremiah Smith next year, that shit ain't happening. It ain't fucking happening.
It wasn't supposed to happen this year.
This
was-
year it was bullshit. It's not
Why is it-
happening next year. The
Oh, my
Buckeyes are
God.
going to fucking roll the Big Ten
Oh, I
with
can't wait.
fucking Oregon and USC.
This is Indiana's schedule.
Of course,
Oh,
get that
at
damn
SC,
Johnson
baby.
game in, fam.
At SC.
We should go to that game.
That SC to end it.
We should go to that game.
Bullshit. Bro, how many of these teams, how many of these schools still have football programs after a year? What the fuck
Oh,
am I
my-
looking at? UMass? UMass? At
Illinois, Iowa, Michigan, Penn State.
Look at, and they get Michigan, Penn
Rutgers.
State, and Iowa at home.
Yeah, that's actually
The
pretty crazy. They get all
fuckery.
3 at home.
Playoffs
got a
for
big game
sure
at
being
Purdue.
made.
Big
love
game at Purdue. These niggas going undefeated next year again. Unbelievable.
You
I
want to see a
love it.
bad you want to see a bad fucking
Schedule.
schedule. Look at this. Oh my gosh.
Who's?
Notre
Fucking
Dame.
Texas Tech.
Please show.
Dude.
Who the hell is
UAPB?
UAPB?
What the? This can't be legal.
This is their fucking schedule.
There's
Wow.
no way.
Wow.
They're going to lose none of those games.
Yeah, and they're gonna make it in, and then they're gonna get dicked first round.
They might lose to BYU. Maybe because it's on the road. But other than that, I don't see it.
That's
Oh my
absolutely
God.
absurd.
That's wild.
They're playing nobody.
I know. This is fucking terrible.
Is
That is-
UCF
So
even in
Indiana
their
just dodges
conference?
Ohio State 2 years in a row, like just not playing?
For shits and giggles, can you put up Alabama's schedule?
Oh, they're going to fucking fire the coach by week 9.
The boar's cooked.
The boar's cooked, dude.
Let's see this. I'm so
Buckeyes
curious.
are going to be one of the 3 best teams in the country next year.
Wow. Way to go
Nice
off on a
hot
fucking
take,
limb.
Rafa. Nice
Yeah.
hot take.
My
Let's
God.
put balls on the line.
Blazing
Let's put
hot,
balls on the
Rafa.
Oh
line.
yeah, the Thundering Herd. Yeah. Big time.
Ooh. Oh my God. Holy shit.
Oh,
They go to Ohio State, by the way.
Week 2.
that's
Wow.
a fucking
That's
gauntlet.
a tough schedule.
That's
Dude,
rough
that's
as
a,
fuck.
that
That's
is
a
a
tough-
tough schedule.
They have
Dude, look
one
at those
easy
last
game.
games.
They have one easy game.
Holy
They have
shit.
one easy
They-
game and one easy game.
They end their last
and maybe the
4 games
Arkansas
on the
game.
road.
Bro, DeBoer is fucked.
DeBoer's
Oh,
cooked. And if he
respectfully,
somehow
respectfully,
goes 12-1 with that schedule, he's the coach of the year.
Bruh, if he
And I
gets
don't
that-
even think he's going to be 1-1.
Damn, that's fucking
Bruh, that is
crazy.
rough. Oh my God.
Last
That's the
one.
SEC though.
Let's see Ohio State. Can we see Ohio
That's what I'm
State
looking
schedule?
up right now.
They play USC for sure. I know that.
And
Yeah.
they play Bama, Michigan.
This is pretty solid. This is great.
Oh, they
Kinda
go to
great.
Oregon.
Solid.
Oh, yeah, they go to Oregon.
Nebraska.
They have 3-4 tough games.
That's
They
a
play.
doable.
They go to Michigan. Always a tough game. They go to Oregon. They got
Four.
SC at home, and they got that fucking brutal matchup against fucking the New Hampshire Wildcats.
So they have Bama, Michigan, Oregon, USC are their biggest games.
Yeah.
Dude, those are big games, though. I mean,
Yeah,
they
you
gotta
have going
Pray
to
for
Oregon.
Roll Tide next year. Holy shit.
yeah.
Dude,
They
Alabama
might not have a fan base.
dog.
Last
They might
last
hang
one.
the door.
last one. I
Boy,
want
only
to
goes
see.
the schedule makers know what they were doing. They want DeBoer out.
Yeah.
For real, they were like, let's schedule the hardest schedule for him.
Can I see Oregon? That's the last one we'll do
Yeah.
because that's who I think is going to win it.
That's who I think too.
Can we get this guy a pop-up blocker for ads?
Seriously, right?
Jesus Christ. nigga,
Eastern
damn.
Baylor, Maryland, at Michigan, at Nebraska.
At Michigan, at Nebraska, Iowa, Ohio State, Penn State. That's a good
This team's
Ah,
going to lose one
games.
game.
Yeah,
That's a pretty good
but,
schedule.
but they have Ohio State in Upton, so that's a
Yeah,
good
they're going to
thing.
lose one game.
Julian
yeah,
Sands
give me
in charge
Oregon. Give me Oregon.
all day.
Ralphie says, I bet you Bama wins 8 games.
If they're lucky. All right.
Zach wants to see USC.
USC always has a freaking. I think they had the
Always
third.
has a tough
toughest-
schedule.
Always tough, man.
Always when you're out of the Pac-12.
Yeah.
There you go.
UNLV, Nevada,
at
at Iowa.
At Iowa
At
Ohio
Ohio
State.
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 Indiana comes in, and then that's it. So they got three
So,
toughies.
yeah.
They got
Yeah.
three tough.
Not as
Yes.
bad as last year. Wow. Notice there is no Notre Dame. Wow. I didn't know that was happening so soon. I thought that was crazy. I thought that was
Tough
happening.
schedule.
Well, it's definitely not the gauntlet that it was this year. So, guys, that is a wrap up. We're gonna get into
Hold on.
NFL.
Here's Rafa's team. Here's Georgia.
Oh, okay.
1-0, 2-0, 3-0, 4-0, 4-1,
Georgia Tech.
5-1, 6-1, 7-1, 8-1, 8-2, 9-2. And they're missing 2 games still.
Yeah, that's a tough schedule.
They're
'Cause
losing
Georgia,
to Texas.
dude, Georgia Tech always plays them tough. Always plays them tough.
Yeah, and they own Texas though. But they're
They
gonna
do.
lose
They do own Texas, and Texas will have the Avengers of talent on that team.
I'm excited for Arch Manning. I know Zach hates him, but dude, Zach, this year, listen, you thought we were bad last year for Arch preseason. This year we're gonna go harder. At least I am, Eddie. What do you think?
Dude, Jacob got a shit ton of hate on. Did you see Arch wasn't god awful this year? His expectations were, call it too high, but he wasn't terrible. I know in big games. Listen, that first game against Texas, right? First game on the road. He had that bad game at Florida, first SEC road game. But Arch wasn't disgusting. Am I wrong on that? But Jacob got a shit ton of hate on the. Did you see Arch play? Yeah, I saw him. He's pretty fucking good.
Yeah, I like Arch. Heisman.
So Yeah, probably. Yeah, Heisman favorite for sure.
Indiana will have the biggest fall off of any national champion ever.
You said that they
Well, I
That's
just
a-
that makes zero sense. They're not going to have the most talented team again. You have the same coach. You have the same discipline. You have the same theory.
They already
They're
got the QB from TCU. They already got the receiver from Michigan State. They already got a running back from Boston College. Like they're already reloading. Like they're
Yeah,
already.
no, they're reloading.
Yeah,
They're
they've got a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Texas is fucking stacked though too.
Oh, Texas
Yeah.
is stacked.
Them dudes are not fucking winning, dude.
I got it.
Nice.
Oh, by the way, this dude on Instagram goes, Indiana isn't in playoffs next year. And then we looked at their schedule. He goes, I take it back after that schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said the same thing when I saw that schedule. I'm like, fuck. 10-2 incoming.
Do you think that college will ever get rid of preseason rankings?
Never. Because
Never, and it's stupid.
never.
Because
Good
Yeah,
content. The content's
feel-
too good.
It affects like so many teams getting in.
It does.
does.
And it does. And if they actually did, they should make the college football season, they should start it right at the first week in August, run the season all the way to before Thanksgiving. And I know there's great games Thanksgiving weekend, the Egg Bowl, Arizona State, Arizona, blah, 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 blah. But if you ran it all the way to there and you eliminate all those bullshit ass bowl games and you rank them the way you put them in, you do exactly how the men do it for basketball. And you start it in November and you break it down like that and you name all of those bullshit bowls, those games, it'll be a lot easier and you can eliminate the rankings.
Bro,
You can
Jacob,
eliminate the
we stated
preseason
something like
rankings.
this
Because
earlier?
what happens is Notre Dame starts off at number 5. And this has happened forever and ever and ever.
Missouri.
We saw Oklahoma ranked at fucking in the top 3 or the top 4. They go through the Big 12. They fucking lose one game, which is to Texas. And then, Oklahoma's there at the end. And then when they get into the playoff, they get their nuts kicked in because they weren't any good. We've seen that. We've seen it with Notre Dame. Last year with Missouri. Like, not a good team. We start them in the top 10. They lose.
Yeah.
They win. They get another loss. We still got to keep them in the top 15.
Yep.
Like, it just sucks.
Yeah. But listen, you want people to talk about your sport. Magazines, millions and millions and millions of dollars are made because of that preseason ranking. So that will never stop. So, but guys, let's take a 2-minute break, listen to this funky jam, and we're going to talk NFL. We're going to get our picks. We're going to go over, the divisional games. And thanks for hanging out. Give us 2 minutes, man.
I'm a nobody, baby. Light me up, pour me up. I'm gone. Got me seeing genies in a bottle. Liquor got me feeling like a wrestler. Call me Santiago. Everyone listen when I speak. Don't know shit about shit, but I know ball. Call me the guru. Bells coming ringing when I'm winning. Come on, I told you that's who. Specify, do it live. I told you. Hey, always coming with the heat. Riley with the facts. Jacks, let them know. Eddie Money, Luke, CJ, replay my parlay. Hitting when I don't even know. I'm a nobody, baby. Light me up, pour me up. I'm gone. Got me seeing genies in a bottle. Liquor got me feeling like a wrestler. Call me Santiago. Everyone listen when I speak. Don't know shit about shit, but I know ball. Call me the guru. Bells coming ringing when I'm winning. I told you. Don't be like guy. Don't be a loser. You know why I'm a nobody. Didn't even try. That's on me. I am that guy. Talk my shit. I said what I said. So many hot takes, mic glowing red. Everybody wanna be about it, I doubt it. Get money, motherfucker, no questions about it. At the win, not complaining about it, we win. I'm a nobody, Everyone listen when I speak. Don't know shit about shit, but we know ball. I'm nobody.
All right. Well, Eddie didn't make it back in time, but Rafa's here.
Oh man, so we got the NFL coming up. Matt's all excited. The Patriots. How disgusting was that football game, Eddie Money? Did you watch it?
Oh my God, that was probably the worst football game playoff game I've ever seen in my life.
The
Like-
Houston.
Houston
Oh my God.
and New
Well-
England. That was so fucking terrible.
I'm sorry to tell you guys, but my take was spot on. And now Houston, you got to if you're D'Amico, Rafa, I'm sorry, dude. Mills would have done a better job. You can try to bring in a quarterback guru to try to fix CJ Stroud, but at this point, you haven't had that year that you had rookie year. His confidence is thrashed.
It's so like there's zero confidence, like none.
Bro, I saw a stat that if he would have took a knee every play, Rafa, his QBR would have been better. If he just took a knee, if he went Bobby Boucher and punted every fucking first down. And you were correct. Okay, we were both correct. One, I said that CJ Stroud is not a championship quarterback. I'm correct on that. And two, you were correct on saying I think they might win because that defense is what it is. And they are that. That's why if you're the GM, if you're D'Amico, you're coming to the end of this contract. Are you drafting a quarterback? Are you bringing in a veteran? You need a Brad Johnson. You need a Trent Dilfer. You need someone who will not turn the ball over and let that defense do its fucking thing. I mean, we're stating the obvious, but I'm not bringing them back is what I'm trying to say.
I mean,
Or I'm not.
You can't do that.
Yeah. I know.
Which is crazy. Don't say D'Amico's a coordinator, not a coach. He coached the shit out of that team this year. Okay, don't say that because I'm the first motherfucker that'll tell you who's a coordinator and who's a coach, especially when it comes to black head coaches, because you know how I feel about a lot of that. That's dead ass. I'll tell you the truth. To me, there's only a handful that are good. And that's any coaches in general. Like, listen, if Josh McDaniels was out there, coach, I don't want Josh McDaniels not a head coach. Steve Spagnuolo, those guys are not head coaches. So, but to me, Brian Flores, who's a coordinator, would be a phenomenal head coach. D'Amico Ryans has done a hell of a job. It is not his fault that they lost this game. His defense was phenomenal. But you're up 10-7 in the game. Your quarterback comes in and throws a pick six. Now all of a sudden you're down 14-10. And then the very next drive, you throw another interception. Like when you watch this game, we're looking at this thing. We're like, oh my God, the Patriots? That's why I'm shocked at the line. And I know the Broncos are have their backup quarterback all at home. While they're at home this weekend, they're 5-point underdogs because Denver's defense playing at home. They're going to face a better defense this week. Texans defense was phenomenal. Denver's defense is better. They're at home this week. Drake May was awful last week. You want to talk about QBR. CJ Stroud was 21. Drake May was under 21. Yeah. His QBR wasn't great. The guy threw for 150 yards, 170 yards.
He's turning the ball over. He has like 6 turnovers in the last.
He didn't play a good game. He threw 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, and people look at that. Oh, wow, 3 touchdowns. Dude, they were gifted that game by CJ Stroud. And I know they only had 7 points off of turnovers, but it was just the momentum that CJ Stroud was just handing them. You were up 10-7 with the football. There's no way that you can turn that football over. At that point in the game right there, you put together a long drive and you get 3 points. Trust me, the Patriots, that young quarterback, they would have been, just defeated, even at a 13-7 game. But when your defense gets a pick six and then they get the ball right back, you got the ball right back to the quarterback. Your defense is out there just drive after drive after drive. I think it's brutal. I don't think Patriots get away with that shit this week. I really don't.
So I agree with you, but I will say this: this is a big boy league, Rafa. Why can't you bring someone in and challenge him? Like, what tells you, like, you can't? D'Amico will lose his credibility if this defense continues to play the way they're playing, and they just hand games over because you have pride or you're paying this guy too much. This is the NFL. Stand for not for long. If you suck, you suck. We've seen him suck now. I mean, he did win that playoff game. Again, that defense, I believe it was the Chargers that the first round that they smoked the Texans. I can't remember in that first round. The
Steelers.
Last year, the Texans beat the Chargers, smoked them by 20.
Yeah. That defense did that. At a certain point, there has to be a serious conversation. And what are we doing?
Listen,
Right?
yes, but he's led you to 3 straight playoffs, right? And you've gone to 3 straight playoffs. You've won, I believe, you've won a playoff game in 3 straight years, something they had never done. So you can't, and he was a starting quarterback. Listen, they beat Pittsburgh not because of him, because he tried to give that game away.
1,000%.
If he would have played that Pittsburgh team, last year's Pittsburgh team with even Russell Wilson, you don't beat last year's Pittsburgh team in that game, right? Like I don't think you would have beat the Panthers with the game that C.J. Stroud played. You definitely wouldn't have beat the Chargers with the game that C.J. Stroud played against the Steelers.
Yeah.
I just think you played a depleted team who kind of left it all out the week before just to get into the playoffs, right? And in old Aaron Rodgers and so on. So, he has done that, Eddie, right? He's led the team back to the playoffs for 3 years. They've won a playoff game. It says more about D'Amico Ryans than it does about C.J. Stroud, to be honest with you. But he's been the quarterback there. Now, I'm not saying – I'm with you. Bring in a little competition. I'm not saying go out and get some fucking dude, right, over him. Yeah. But bring in an experienced veteran to sit behind him and put a little pressure on him. Maybe Joe Flacco doesn't want to retire, and you can leave him on the roster.
Yeah.
Wait, if Joe Flacco would have been on that bench on Sunday, Joe Flacco's playing that second half. There's no doubt in my mind that they would have brought him in, a player like that. Mills
played well this year. Mills should have came out and played. So that was that game.
I mean, listen, it's just, to me, it was such an ugly game for both teams. I mean, neither team played well. They really didn't. Yeah. And it's a shame that one of them had to win the game.
Agree.
That's the team.
We were playing golf. I had to rewatch the game on YouTube. So it was the best decision on the planet. But we came in after golf. I'm Jackie Chan. I'm having a blast. I'm hammered.
I played amazing, by the way, Rafa. I played unreal.
Yeah, he was really good.
Just
I heard.
And we walk into this restaurant, which is a thing, great restaurant, and there's 60 crazy. It's a Rams party, and it was a great time. Let's talk about that game. You got to feel good, Rafa. If you're Ben Johnson, if you're Chicago, if you're Caleb Williams, you're a couple pieces away. Caleb has matured. Ben Johnson is a god. But Matt,
we do this every year. We do this every year for every team. The Redskins, they were so good. They were a player away. They go in to sign a bunch of old fucks, and the team went to shit. Quarterback was hurt, but they were already playing like shit.
Why?
I don't think this is the team like the Eagles, who were who were a player away and got Saquon and won the Super Bowl. I don't think this is that. And I feel like you're making it sound like it's that.
Okay, well, listen, you have a case for sure because they had a ton of miracle comebacks, right?
A ton.
So that makes a lot of sense. But listen, I thought I loved me some Dan Campbell. I've come to find out it wasn't Dan Campbell. It was Ben Johnson.
We tried to tell you it wasn't Dan Campbell. You didn't listen.
We tried telling you last year.
I know.
3 years, 160 episodes plus. We told your ass. You didn't listen.
You're right. You're right, and I'm wrong. But also, I see Caleb's maturity, and I didn't think that was possible. His interview, his understanding, he has bought in, and that's why I'm so impressed. Because if he can continue this, listen, DJ Moore, I commented and I came after this dude. Oh, that was a horrible. That was the right read. That was the right read. DJ Moore quit on that. Caleb was they were going to come back and win that game on a very good Rams team. Shout out to the Rams. They've won now what? 2 games on the road.
Two very tight games.
Yes.
And everybody loves the Rams. I love the Rams too. Because of Stafford, right? And Puka.
Yeah.
They've won 2 very tight games on the road.
Yeah.
And now you're playing the number 1 seed, a team
It's a
you're
good
very
sign,
familiar
though.
with. They won 2 tight games on the road.
I know. I'm saying like it's a good sign. Like they can win on the road. They can play.
Yeah,
Now,
I-
maybe you're playing the toughest. I think Rafa would agree. I know he's not a Seattle fan, but playing over there, the 12 thing, that is the toughest place to play in the NFL on the road. Toughest.
Dude, and listen, Seattle can play defense. And they don't. If Darnold doesn't make mistakes, they're going to win this game. And that's just easy to say. But it's like you cannot make Stafford can make a mistake and he can recuperate from that because they're a high-powered offense.
Yeah.
Sam Darnold, I don't believe they're high-powered like that. Like you can watch guys like Josh Allen, he can make a mistake, but they're high-powered. You know, Patrick Mahomes, high-powered. They can make mistakes. The Bears, you saw them down all year long. They're high-powered offense. The Lions, a couple years ago, high-powered offense. The Rams are that. They're high-powered offense. They can get down 14 and come right back. I don't think Seattle can get down 14 and come right back. You know what I mean?
That's where I am, though, because to me, it's like everything says take Seattle because Seattle's the better team. But to me, it comes down to Stafford. Like, I would much rather have Stafford than I would Sam Darnold. And I think I would take that over anything. I think, to me, Stafford is the key in this whole game. I think if Stafford plays amazing, they're going to win this game.
Well, this is the number 1 offense against the number 1 defense. Sam Darnold has an oblique issue, only threw 17 times last week. Obviously, he didn't have to throw a lot. But
Zach Charbonnet, 20 ACL.
yeah.
I think that's okay.
Yeah, I do too.
Not that okay that he's hurt. I just don't think they're going to miss him.
I mean, he was their main touchdown scorer, all year.
Listen, bro, that's a guy at the goal line. Let's relax here.
That has to mean
it's not
something.
like they're losing Sean Alexander back there. Let's pump the brakes a little bit here.
I mean,
their go-to target in the red zone. That sounds important. I don't know.
Bro, I could find Refrigerator Perry and hand him the ball. He's going to score a touchdown before Walter Payton.
I mean, he went to Oaks Christian. Let's not get too crazy.
Yeah,
Kenneth Walker did the whole thing to get them inside the 5 anyway.
exactly.
That dude runs violent.
This is a Marion Barber. You remember that Cowboys team where Marion Barber would come in and fucking eat up all the touchdowns? And I believe Julius Jones was the back in front of him.
Yep.
That's what this feels like. And the beginning of Marion Barber, because Marion Barber after that was very good running back.
Oh yeah.
But
okay, it's confirmed. It's confirmed. Rams are winning.
Why?
Rocha just said.
No. Rocha he's off the snide.
That already, bro. He's flipped that shit.
He's flipped it.
Oh, he's right now. Are you kidding? Rocha's the guru.
He's the guru.
He's a guru.
He has snatched the pebble from Rafa's hand.
He's for sure jinxing this. I would take
Rams
all day.
Man, cold game in Seattle.
That's not a thing. We told him the jinx has been lifted. He wore the jersey. He called his shot, and it happened.
Who are you, the jinx police? Are you like the rule?
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly who I am.
Here's the line. It's Rams playing in Seattle. Seahawks are favored by 2.5, over under of 47.
I like the Rams to win, and that's just based on personal fucking hate of Seattle. But I think
come on, can you just be for real for a second?
The Rams, bro, the Rams.
Give me like a real analysis of the football game.
The best player on the field wears a fucking an LA Rams helmet, an LA Rams jersey. He's the best player in the league, and probably the MVP. Okay, and so that's the best player on the field. You said it. It's all on. It's going to be on what he can do, and I don't think it's going to be so much on what he can do. I believe it's going to be a lot on what they're able to do running the ball. I think it's going to be a lot depending on McVay's stupidity on 4th and 3 from his own 49 to be able to punt the ball. and give it back to Seattle and see if they can drive the field. I think it's going to be a lot of that. And so I don't think Stafford is like, oh, it's make or break. If Stafford doesn't play amazing, they're not going to win. I don't believe that, because Seattle's not a high-powered offense. They can play defense. They can get away with, you know what, some 3-and-outs by Seattle, some couple first downs, and then a punt. I think the Rams don't need Stafford fucking 4 touchdowns and this and that. I don't think they need that. But I like Seattle to win. I mean, I like the Rams to win this game 24-20.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What up, CJ Mang?
I'm so torn on this. I think Rafa being a baseball guy, you know, an oblique is something. Sam Darnold's not throwing all week long. They said it today. That has to be an issue. You could shoot up his ribs or whatever. You could shoot up an oblique. I'm not going to say what I have, but there's certain things that you have that's connected to everything. And an oblique is one. Walking, coughing, sneezing, twisting. They're saying, I think it's going to be an issue, and I do believe that Sam will. I mean, if you're the Rams, you're saying, prove to me, I'm stacking the box. Prove to me and make Sam beat us. Yeah. That is the game plan. And
7 in the box all night long.
Yeah.
All night.
Giggity.
You're going to remember the night you played the Titans.
That's good.
They will not gain another yard.
You sound
just like if I'm the Rams defensive coordinator, that's what I'm telling them. Fucking after the first drive of the game where they give up a field goal to the Seahawks, that's what I'm telling them. They will not gain another yard. Boom. They're going to remember the night.
You sound just like the guy. You sound just like the guy.
That's great. I love that movie, by the way.
It is a great movie.
Love that movie.
It is a great movie.
We are the Titans, the mighty. It was a phenomenal film. Phenomenal film.
Yes. I have to agree with Rafa. I think the Rams win because I think it's going to be the inability of Sam not being able to throw the ball downfield, because I do exactly what Rafa said. Prove to me, because look, I mean, first of all, they've seen each other twice. You've seen the film on San Francisco. They ran the ball at will. That was the easiest call. We should have mortgaged our houses on that freaking game, Rafa. We should have mortgaged our houses. We saw that shit coming from a mile away. They were not going to be able to stop the run on defense with Fred Warner and his whole family.
Just not happening.
Yeah, so I'm going with the Rams as much as I don't want to. I'm going with the Rams in this game as well. Eddie Money.
I kind of like the Seahawks.
Yeah.
Also, have you guys seen the video the Seahawks put out about the first ever team meeting that the coach had when he got hired like 21 months ago?
If you have it, I would love to see it.
Let me pull it up real quick. He's like describing to a T how the game will be on Sunday, and like looking at it now, it's like literally perfect.
All coming to
yeah, fruition. It's all coming into play, and it's like
he's a good coach.
All the comments were like, "This can get me in my 9-to-5 office to run through a fucking wall."
Oh, I gotta see this. I love speeches like this shit. That was my wheelhouse, right, Hawks? Good halftime speeches. Oh, he just rolled his eyes 40 times. You know what? That's it.
By the way, CJ firing Robert Saleh for leaving the Niners yet again. Don't worry, CJ. He'll be back in 3 years.
Oh, Rafa.
Oh, yeah. I saw a quote tweet. Someone was like, I personally want to congratulate Robert Saleh on his 2029 San Francisco 49ers defensive coordinator.
Before you play this, Rafa, this guy's messaged me. He promised that I would make you apologize. And I can't make you do shit, by the way. But he's like, I need Weddle on Instagram. I need an apology from Rafa to the Patriots Nation. I'm probably not going to get it, but
what does he want me to apologize for?
What did Rafa say this time?
I guess you
to the Patriots Nation.
Yeah, because you had the
I'll tell you
Texans.
what. I'll tell you when I apologize. When you play an actual fucking football team who has an actual fucking quarterback, that's when I'll apologize to you.
Yeah, Wedo, I told you. I tried.
Listen, if you beat the Broncos this week, you're still not going to get an apology from me. But if you win the Super Bowl and you beat the Seahawks or the Rams, you'll get one. You'll get one. But you got to win the Super Bowl because I can't watch you beat a fucking Chargers team who couldn't call a fucking offensive play if it fucking hit them right in the head. I can't allow you to fucking. You played C.J. Stroud, who's almost a fucking tard, and now you're gonna play Jared Stidham this week, which I think you're gonna lose. But we'll cover that game in a minute.
Mm-hmm. Let's see this video from.
Pretty awesome, huh, guys? It's awesome. We got a hell of a program ready for you guys. And one of the things I want you guys to feel going through this program is that we have a vision for you and this football team.
Here we go, fastball!
But today, all right, I'm going to take you here now, so stay with me. I want us to just take a minute here and fast forward to January NFC Championship. It's 30-something degrees. All right, it's wet, it's windy. All right, shitty for them, okay, but it's just right for us. We're loose. We're focused. All right, we're confident. We just spent the last 9 months stacking every opportunity that we had to put us in that position.
I got one question. Do y'all feel it? This is when we send the best. No, we the best in the world.
Team across from us in the other locker room, okay, they've seen the tape. They know what they're in for. 11 guys playing as one, every snap. They know that we're like that.
Fire to the end zone. Ball is caught.
They know that they're facing a bunch of men that won't give up. They know they'll face a team that won't die and won't quit. They know. It's inevitable. So let's go to work.
Seattle by 40.
Seattle by 100. Seattle by 100. Oh, I got goosebumps. I love football. I love football. Oh my God, that is fucking badass. Yeah, Seattle. I wouldn't even fly. I'd just be like, you know what? We forfeit. That was freaking awesome. Great job,
Dude,
anyway.
the Rams watched that, and they fucking just said, nobody gives a fuck. We're the Rams. Rams winning the fucking game. Let's go Rams Nation. Is that
Whose
even a
house?
thing?
Who's
Rams house. Rams house, baby. Let's go Rams.
So ridiculous.
I like the Rams, dude. I like the Rams. Their fans are chill.
Oh, here we go with
That's
the bullshit.
They're cool people.
You're such a fag. Sorry.
Clip that
Wow.
shit, Eddie Money. You clip the
Yeah.
whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
clip the whole thing. You put this fucker's face on it and mine.
Yeah.
I like Rams fans. I'm not gonna say I don't. They're very chill people.
Yeah, because they were all not Rams fans 3 years ago.
That's not true, Eddie.
Listen, I know very few authentic Ram fans. And I get it. Rams came to your city. You don't have a team. I'm not that dude, right? But I get it. I don't have a problem with the Rams fans. I don't. I agree with you, Rafa. They're chill. And the Rams are a good football team. I love Matt Stafford. I love Puka. McVay is McVay's McVay. He's the real deal. He's a great coach. So yeah. Give me Seattle. Fuck it.
I'm taking the Rams.
Hey, did we have a bet? Did I win a bet on a round of Pelican?
You must have won something.
I feel like I did. I'm hoping it was Indiana. I don't know.
Oh,
Anyway.
it was Indiana and you lost because they didn't cover it. I got 8.5.
Oh shit.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
right.
You took 8.5 points?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
took the spread.
That's insane.
He would have never remembered.
Will
Damn it.
said that's the most monotone hype speech of all time. And after watching that, Rams by 60.
Yeah, but that was in 2020. I mean, that was
That was his first ever meeting. Can't be yelling at
yeah.
motherfuckers.
Yeah. So
Moving into the AFC Championship game, we got the Patriots favored by 4.5 on the road to play Denver and the Broncos over under 42.5. Led by Jarrett Stidham. Stidgoat.
we have
What's the line?
experience.
4.5
4.5?
Patriots.
as Raider fans, we have experience with Stidham. Stidham. He
Don't you have a
played.
jersey?
I have 2 Stidham jerseys. I think they're like triple.
my
I got him for Eddie.
Yeah, literally, I could use them as bedspreads at this point. They're gigantic. I still have them. I should go grab it. But he played extremely well that first game after, was it Carr got hurt? I think 3
After
for
they
350.
gutted that.
Oh
After they
yeah,
gutted
yeah,
the
yeah,
ball.
yeah. He played incredible, and then he had to come play Kansas City, and although they got smacked, he didn't play horrible. There was some circumstances. Raiders got crushed. I think, and listen, I'm a Drake May guy. I'm a Vrabel guy. I hate Sean Payton. Not a fan of Sean Payton. But I honestly think that Denver has I'm taking Denver with the points. That's a fact. But I think they have an incredible opportunity to win this game. Rafa?
I think they win the game. I think they win. Drake May's gotten away with 2 half-ass performances. His completion percentage is under 60% in the playoffs. He has 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He had 1 touchdown against the Chargers. He had scored 16 points. This last week, against the Texans, he didn't play a great game. He threw 3 touchdowns. His fucking QBR was under 21. Okay, and his completion percentage, which he was great all year long, is under 60%. It might be even under 59%. Okay, so he hasn't played a great game. He's going on the road to play one of the 3 best defenses in the league. Okay, and to me, when I look at Sean Payton said today, oh yeah, the game, we're going through our offense the same way we would at Bo Nix. That's a fucking lie. Okay, that's not what's going to happen. They're going to run the ball. They're going to play defense. They're going to win a tight fucking game. 19-16 Denver on Sunday. Broncos are going to the Super Bowl, and you will not, Weddle, get your apology for the Patriots this year.
What's the weather going to be like, Eddie Money? Because there's supposed to be a crazy storm coming up through the country. I don't think it's going to hit Denver, but I mean, obviously Denver's cold around this time. Is the weather going to be crazy?
Give me 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Drake May's gotten away with 2 bad performances, Eddie. And you were at home. You're going to go on the road now to face an experienced head coach with a phenomenal defense. You faced a great defense last week with a quarterback who made a bunch of mistakes because that's your guy. The Denver Broncos, this is not their guy. They're not going to allow Stidham to make those mistakes. Stidham's not going to go out there and give you 4 interceptions. He's just not, because Sean Payton's not going to allow him to throw 4 interceptions.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line. And when you looked at last week, CJ Stroud was their guy. He's won playoff games, yada, yada, yada. That's your number 1 guy. You might, if they were playing Bo Nix this week, first of all, Denver would be favored if Bo Nix was playing. Not by much, but they would be favored. And you could see Bo go out there and fucking throw it around and maybe have a couple turnovers. You're not going to see Stidham make those mistakes that CJ Stroud made. It's not that you're not going to force him into it. It's that Sean Payton's not going to force him into them. I would be shocked if this kid threw the ball down the field a lot. I think they keep him, very short leash, a lot of run plays, a lot of short passes, get him going a little bit, and let the defense go to work against a young quarterback that has not shined in the playoffs, and he's been very, very inconsistent for the first 2 weeks of the playoffs. And at home, now you're on the road. Come on.
So apparently it is supposed to be 38 degrees, mostly sunny skies with 5 to 10 mile an hour winds. But if it's a tough forecast of like stuff moves around, it could be 32 degrees with a light chance of snow and 10 to 15 mile an hour winds.
Well, yeah, it's gonna be. Listen, what does Matt have to say? Drake's a learner.
Drake May's a learner. I think the playoffs might have been a different environment. He's used to also better teams with winning records. Possibly Drake adapts for these last 2 games. If not, Drake is ready come next year.
Yeah,
sounds like Matt is already. He's already
bed. Matt, come on, Matt. Don't do that.
That's lazy. That's embarrassing. That's sad. Come on.
Don't do that.
That's a sad excuse. You know, when the guy's completing 72%,
You're favored by 4.5. Stop making this bet already.
yeah, like literally, the guy's favored by, and that line opened at 5, by the way.
Yeah.
And you know, you've had such a drop off in your accuracy from in 2 games. It's just it's alarming. It's alarming. It really is. So and now you're going on the road for the first time. I think in the playoffs. I think you're in trouble, Matty. I think you're in trouble.
Can I say this? That Will Campbell, right? The guy, the left tackle out of LSU, who was going to be your everything. If you watched him, he's gotten dominated. Khalil Mack gave him the business, right? And Benito, 15. You're dealing with the team with the most sacks. Will Campbell has to play his best game, and Drake has had some fumble issues. So that to me is a key matchup in this game. Can Will Campbell, the first pick, the left tackle that was supposed to be, your Joe Thomas, he's definitely not Joe Thomas. He needs to play better. And I think you would agree with me, Matt, if you watch football the way I do. Will Campbell has not been that left tackle that you thought he was going to be. And now you're dealing with defensive ends and a pass rush. And that's why I think Denver has a great shot, is because of that pass rush.
Listen,
Dude, Campbell's getting a shit rock last week.
Right?
Yeah, he was.
The week before, too.
Yeah, well, he's gotten a shit rock. Listen, the Chargers were a top 5 defense. The Texans were the number 1 defense against yardage in the league. But now you're facing the team who's second in defense against yardage and the number 1 sack team in the league. You're in trouble if you can't protect him. And I don't know how well you're going to be able to run that football.
Yeah. So,
I wouldn't be shocked if Denver puts this game away just on their defense alone. Like, where they just absolutely fucking mind fuck Drake May and Josh McDaniels.
that's tough to do with Josh McDaniels. Very experienced.
Very tough.
Rafa, go ahead and give your blue chips. Let's run it through real quick. Eddie Money.
What group? Wait, Jacob.
Denver Broncos plus 4.5.
I'm good.
Oh, yeah,
Denver
Jacob.
Broncos to
I'm
win the
good.
game outright.
Say it again, Rafa. We all missed that.
Yeah.
Denver Broncos plus 4.5. Also take the Denver Broncos money line at home in the playoffs,
wow.
the number 1 seed. It's always value. And then I'm going to go with the Seahawks plus 2.5. I mean, with the Rams plus 2.5 on the road. Darnold a little hurt, and the Rams are phenomenal.
Jacob, you got to give us your pick.
I'm gonna go with. Oh man, I don't want to do it because I hate the Broncos. I'm gonna go Broncos money line. I don't know why. I just feel like they're gonna win this game for some reason. I have no reason to explain other than it's just a gut feeling.
All right, we'll do that.
You gotta respect it.
Eddie Money? Oh, you already took.
I took the Seahawks, but I like Broncos with the points. Just the points, though.
Now, real quick, Chargers side note. I think this was a terrific hire. They hired McDaniel. McDaniel's the head coach for Miami, who offensive guru. Is this now the correct hire for the San Diego Superchargers? And will this take Justin Herbert and Jim Harbaugh and the Chargers to the next level, Rafa? I love it.
I think he finally has a guy because, and Kellen Moore came in there, and Kellen Moore regressed Dak Prescott as he regressed fucking Justin Herbert that year that he was there. And then this year he had Roman. They've looked awful in the playoffs the last couple of years. Mike McDaniels is an offensive mind who his ability to have a run game in Miami was amazing with a couple of dudes that Achan's a stud now. Yeah. And so I think it's perfect for them. I think he's perfect for the Chargers. A great hire by them. And by the way, and since we're talking about coaches, terrible hire for the Tennessee Titans to hire Robert Saleh.
It doesn't seem right, doesn't it? I don't get it really.
Like I don't know what you're hiring. You're hiring him based on what? That the Niners defense was decent with a bunch of no-name guys. Like Robert Saleh is those guys for me that will always be a coordinator forever. So you know, a Tennessee Titans team that all right, he's got a young quarterback, but other than that, I mean, who knows? Maybe they can get him playing a really good defense, and then Cam won't have to do too much on the offensive side of the ball. I don't think that's going to happen in a division that this year was very good. You know, if Daniel Jones doesn't get hurt, you might have 3 teams in that division in the playoffs. So the Colts, Texans, and Jags, and the Jags definitely trending up, and you saw what the Texans have done 3 years in a row now.
Dude, Peter Riccouli just gave a terrific stat on Drake May. Drake is 45% holding the ball longer than 2 seconds.
Great stat, by the way.
That has to be playoffs. But
That's a great stat no matter what. And listen, and if he's holding that ball on Sunday for more than that,
He's cooked.
his percentage
it
will
might
be
be
zero.
lower.
That motherfucker will be on the ground.
Ooh, Pete just might have gave a betting cheat code right there, because that
Great fucking stat, by the way, buddy.
Yeah, because literally, I mean, that pass rush, he might be running for his life. He is going to be, because yeah.
Now let me ask you a question. We've seen Drake May against the Chargers. He ran for some first downs, ran for touch, and he did so against Houston last week a little bit. Extended the play with his feet. And Buffalo didn't do that the last game they played, at least in the first half. We've seen Drake make plays with his feet. Does Denver kind of neutralize that a little bit? Where, because that pass rush is coming, are they going to have somebody? He's not Lamar.
Yeah,
But he's not Lamar, but he's not, you know, Joe Flacco back there either, right? He's able to make plays with his feet. Will Denver account for that? I think will also be a key here a little bit in the game.
Oh, for sure, that's a key. He's going to have to be Josh Allen. Technically, he's going to have to be that. And he is athletic. I mean, he comes from a crazy athletic family. That's why I loved him. He runs really well, and he's 6'4", 235. He's not a small dude. So I think if the Patriots win this game, it's on Drake May's feet, not his arm. I will stand by that shit. So let's get into I want to get into Sean McDermott fired from the Buffalo Bills. Rafa's been saying it for a couple years. McDermott, out of 9 years in Buffalo, made the playoffs 8 times. I think he deserved another shot, Rafa. You know, like Tomlin, he ran into generational quarterbacks, right? They were always right there, although Josh Allen is a generational quarterback as well. They didn't get their ass kicked. I thought, personally, I liked the call. I thought that was an interception. People are up in arms. I'm curious on your opinion, on all 3 of your guys' opinions. I thought it was the correct call. But McDermott didn't get his ass kicked. You didn't give Josh Allen any weapons on the outside, which I said was going to be an issue. Who are you going to bring in, you know, to fix this offense? I don't think it needed fixing. I think you needed weapons for Josh Allen at receiver. Do you like the firing? I know you're not a McDermott fan, but 8 of 9 years. This is a Tomlin situation, Rafa. Like,
Oh, it's not a Tomlin situation.
why not? 8 of 9 years. And
Yeah, but
the
it's not
1
a
year,
Tomlin situation. It's
Josh
not a
Allen
Tomlin
was
situation.
ass.
It's not a Tomlin situation because Tomlin doesn't have a generational quarterback. Tomlin didn't have an MVP. Like Harbaugh, this is a Harbaugh situation. Harbaugh had an MVP quarterback, and he's failed to win. This is more of a Harbaugh closer than it is to Tomlin. Tomlin hasn't had a quarterback. He's been doing shit with Kenny Pickett and Mason Rudolph and fucking Russell Wilson and Aaron Rodgers. That's what he's been doing for the last 5 or 6 years with Mike Tomlin. So I don't think this is that. You had an MVP, and the owner came out today and fucking basically threw the staff under the bus and said, we only drafted Coleman because the coaching staff wanted to draft Coleman.
That was
and then you saw they
crazy.
benched him or whatever for fucking around. And not taking it seriously or whatever. Listen, I don't like McDermott. I've been saying it for 2 years that he had to go. But now with Buffalo, everybody talks shit about Burrow's defense, that Burrow's defense sucks. Dude, this guy scored 30 points and lost. Last year, they scored 30 points in the NFC title and the AFC title game and lost.
Yep.
Like, his defense isn't helping him either, but he's still getting there. The Burrow's excuse is always, he doesn't have a defense. And I hate to bring it back to Joe Burrow because I do every fucking week because the guy's missed 3 playoffs in a row with elite wide receivers on each side. Josh Allen doesn't have that. He has but he's scoring 30 and losing AFC playoff games. That's the thing. So how about we look at the defense for Buffalo as well? And yes, they need to address the wide receiver position in Buffalo for sure. He had Diggs. Yeah, that relationship ran its course, and you saw it.
Yeah.
Diggs is a problematic player. He went to Houston. Now he's in New England, where he's not asked to be in 85 and 1,200 yards, right?
Yeah.
He's not asked to be that in New England. He was asked to be that, and he needed to be that because he was in his prime in Buffalo, and he bitched, and it became an issue. But you're giving him guys like Gabe Davis, and those are the receivers that he's had. He has one, above average tight end, maybe an elite running back. But where's his defense at? This guy scored 30 points and lost. How many points did he have to score against Jacksonville to win that game? 27, 31, whatever the fuck it was. So, I mean, let's improve that defense. We can look at wide receiver, especially in this draft. You can look in the second round for wide receiver. Buffalo will be just fine. Get a head coach in there and improve the defense. I think it starts with the defensive side of the ball if I'm Buffalo. Before I go defense and wide receiver, I think is where they're at.
Is that why McDermott got fired? Because he's a defensive guy?
And the defense has been total shit. If I'm Buffalo, I'm looking. I don't want one of these fucking coordinators. I don't want one of these coordinators for my elite fucking superstar quarterback. I need somebody who's been there, done that. I need me a Mike McCarthy guy. Don't give me Brian Flores. Give me Mike McCarthy. That's who I want. I want a guy who's been there, who's won a title, who can coach offense, and then bring in an elite defensive coordinator if you can find one. Okay? Maybe you want to bring in Dable to help you with the offense, fine. But you need to have an elite, a head coach who's been there, who's done that. Mike Tomlin, who's probably not going to take any jobs this year. I would call Mike Tomlin. I need a head coach that's been there. I don't want some rinky-dink fucking coordinator with my fucking MVP quarterback.
It's just, you can count probably on one hand 5 different plays on why Josh hasn't and the Bills haven't been to the Super Bowl. Like, it's not that they've gotten their asses kicked. It's plays. It's like 5 plays. That's why I thought, man, can you really get rid of this guy? To me,
listen, and he made mistakes, right? I mean, listen, don't take away from the mistakes he made in the game, right? The play right before halftime. First of all, you don't have any timeouts. What's there left? 30 seconds. He's out there scrambling. They give up a field goal, but they got back in the game. They put up a 30 spot on that defense, by the way, on the road. And that's what a lot of Patriots fans are probably holding their head on this week. You don't have Josh Allen. Just so you know that. Drake May can be all that you want him to be. He's not Josh Allen. Josh Allen is a different guy who can lead a team with nothing. His defense allows 33 points. He scores 30. Last year against the Chiefs, he put up a bunch. He carries by himself. Josh Allen carries alone. Okay, so to me, yes, he made mistakes, but he overcame those mistakes. He overcame them, which is why he's one of the 2 best quarterbacks in the league.
Does McDermott, you guys, is for the panel, does McDermott get a head coaching job?
Yeah. I don't see how he doesn't get one.
For me,
Hawks?
no.
I say yes. I mean, I feel like the Raiders could use him. Are the Raiders?
Oh no!
I think he comes in. I don't know, man. I don't know either. I'm not sure. I think he gets a DC look. I think he gets
there's no doubt about it. He'll get a DC look, but I don't bring him in.
That's what Rocha said.
Yeah, you can bring him in. If you're the Niners, you can go and get him. Right? You can go and get him. You need a defensive coordinator. You can go and get him. But I don't know if I'm bringing him in as a head coach, unless I'm Cleveland or something, right? Like my defense is elite. For the most part, their better unit is defense. So do I bring in McDermott and then bring in a coordinator that's worth something for my offense? But if I'm the Raiders, I don't go get McDermott. If I'm the Niners, I'm calling McDermott. I just lost my defensive coordinator, and every fucking defensive coordinator that comes to San Francisco gets a fucking head coaching job.
Yeah, it's
so that's
like
your stepping stone
for
to
sure.
get another job. You come here, you coach this defense, and then next year you'll have another go at.
That is it's like the McVay thing. If you're under McVay, you get a job. If you're the defensive coordinator in San Francisco, you get a job, head coaching job. It's those are the two things that happen for sure in the NFL.
Yeah, I think for me though, if I'm Buffalo, I'm taking a hard look at Mike McCarthy. I know he's interviewed. Oh, he's interviewed, I think, with Pittsburgh. McCarthy has.
That was today.
Yeah, so he interviewed with Pittsburgh. If I'm McCarthy, I don't go to Pittsburgh. If Buffalo's an option for me, that's the job I would take because Pittsburgh doesn't have a quarterback. Well, McCarthy, and you're bringing in McCarthy. What quarterback are you going to bring in? Are you going to draft one? Which in reality would only be Ty Simpson. You'd have to trade up over the Jets to get him. Yep. Right? You'd have to trade up somewhere like before 16 because I don't think they're going to take him at number 2. So, but, that's the thing with Pittsburgh there. If I'm McCarthy, do I want to go to a team that doesn't have a quarterback? So, I mean, you can listen, Miami could look at McDermott as well, right? In division, he knows the team, yada, yada, yada.
Well, Miami hired a guy already.
Did they? Who?
Defensive coordinator from Green Bay.
Oh, you're right. That's disgusting. You're right. I knew it was a turd.
Yeah, I didn't understand that hire at all. But I guess the GM, they had a relationship. A lot of people had rumored that was going to happen because he had a foot in the door. I don't know.
A lot of people are blaming McDermott getting fired for Josh Allen, and to me, I think is completely wrong. But everybody has their own opinion, which is why we do this shit. And there's nothing wrong with that. But
hopefully you could ask him when you're playing with Josh at Torrey Pines. Get all the information.
I'll get it.
Anything else, guys?
That's all the coaching stuff I have. I lined up. Covered all bases for that.
Nakatomi Plaza, you got anything you'd like to say?
Want to hate on the NBA some more, Jacob, or what?
No, it's not even worth it at this point. It's such a bad product. I can't even watch.
It's very difficult to watch. I'm not gonna lie.
We're all gonna. I mean, imagine after February. When's the Super Bowl?
February 9th,
8th, 9th, 8th.
So after that, we're forced to watch basketball for the rest of the year.
I'll be watching hockey, brother.
Yeah, baby.
I'll pass.
I'll pass for sure.
What is the exact problem that you have with the NBA? Just give it to me exact. Just exact.
I don't know. So last night I watched Denver and Lakers the last 2 quarters. And it's just unwatchable. Even with LeBron on the floor, nothing about it is entertaining. Zero. And they're so dumb. Rafa, you say football players are dumb? Basketball players are maybe worse. It's unbelievable the mistakes that they make. And every play just seems it's not meaningful. They can care less about the next play. It's just so hard to watch. I don't know how you back this. I don't get it. It's so insane to watch.
That last thing you said, Jacob, it doesn't seem like it matters. I get that. I see that. The preseason right now, because like Rafa said it last week, every fucking team gets in, 10 teams playing. Everyone sucks, right? There's no dominant team. So the 8 can beat the 1, right? Unless it's Oklahoma or,
well, I mean, that I don't agree with because the NFL, anyone can beat anybody. It's the
That's
fact
not
that,
the NBA is not that. And the NBA has never been that.
the
NBA has never been anybody can beat anybody. That has never been the case with the NBA. The first 8 seed to ever beat a 1 was the Denver Nuggets with the Kevin.
I get the Lakers.
No, that I think they beat the Sonics and they were the 8 seed, and it was Mutombo and the Nuggets, something like that. That's just not that you're not going to get that in the NBA. That's just never happened, right? So you're never. It's not baseball and it's not the NFL. The 1 seed is never losing in the playoffs. And the thing I think that we said it last week, the 7, 8, 9, and 10. You have 4. You have 2 extra playoff spots now in each. So you have 4 extra playoff spots to get in. So it diminishes the regular season a little bit. Also, the players are bitches because they don't want to play this many games. They don't want to play this many nights because they make too much fucking money, right?
Yeah.
So that's the problem, that they make too much guaranteed money. Like some random fucking turd is making $28 million a year
Yeah.
because
That's
the
the crazy
teams
part.
the teams need to spend that money. That's the other thing about it. So, and that's the tough part about it, is that you have those 4 extra playoff spots. So the games don't mean shit in January and February, and they start meaning something at the end of March when you're vying for the last 3 playoff spots. The other thing is that there's no team that you can hate. There's no Warriors. There's no LeBron, Cavs or LeBron Miami team, right?
Yeah.
And what are you going to hate? Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown?
Yeah,
Like,
not
you're going to hate
possible.
Joel Embiid, who fucking barely goes out there with Tyrese Maxey and Paul George? Like, who are you hating? You're hating Wemby and the Spurs? Like, nobody's ever hated the Spurs. They're in San Antonio. Who the fuck hates San Antonio? There's nothing to like or hate. It's just San Antonio.
Just
Like, you
puffy
just-
tacos.
You're
Just
never
puffy
going to
tacos.
hate them. Like, you're never going to hate them. It's not Kevin Durant on the Nets with James Harden and Kyrie. There's nothing. You're not going to hate the Knicks because who the fuck hates Jalen Brunson, a little guy who's normal size, who can play basketball? Nobody's
Yeah.
hating him. Nobody's hating that. Luka going to the Lakers was supposed to make everyone hate the Lakers.
And
Now
they
they just hate LeBron even more. Like,
suck.
you're not gonna
Yeah.
hate the fat
It's
guy
true.
in Denver who barely gives a fuck about basketball and is an elite player. You're not going to hate him because it's tough to hate the Joker. Because it's just, I hate that guy. No, you don't. So there's nobody to hate, which is why so few people are locked in.
Yeah.
Like that's just what it is.
Also-
it's true.
For me, like these rosters, like if you pull up like the Wizards roster, like it's a joke. Like it's a joke. Like these players, I don't get it. Like none of them are relevant. I mean, there's no star power even on like these smaller teams, and they just like the Kings roster, like nothing about it screams like I want to win basketball games. Like the GMs of these teams are not serious. Like I just feel like they
Look
don't
at
care either.
Is Detroit still the number 1 seed in the East?
They're
You
the
tell
number 1
me.
team in the East. They've built a hell of a team, though.
They
Like,
have, but-
They built a hell of a team. Like Cade Cunningham is a fucking basketball player, baby.
They're not promoting him enough. They're not promoting him enough.
Because it's Detroit. You still have to remember the 2 most popular players in the league are still Steph Curry and LeBron James. That's just what it is. Those are still the 2 guys. Like SGA, he's a Canadian. He's on a T-Mobile fucking commercial or maybe AT&T. Like, you don't give a fuck. You're gonna hate the Oklahoma City Thunder? Who's hating that?
Yeah.
Me.
Peter
I mean, I hate them, but not because they're good at basketball, just because they're annoying. Like there's a difference. There's a huge difference.
There's always been teams to hate, and now there isn't. That's the thing. And whether you want to believe it or not, because there's not that one elite team that you look at and say, oh my God, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Kevin Durant, LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, or Kyrie, Kevin Love, whatever, right? Kobe Bryant and Shaq, the Celtics, Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce. There isn't that.
Yeah.
There isn't that.
I
There's
have a
Luka and a
question.
42-year-old LeBron James. There's fucking the Joker and Jamal Murray. There's fucking SGA and Chet Holmgren. There's Kevin Durant and fucking Amir Thompson. Like, who you hating?
I have a question real quick. Do you think if kids in college stayed more in college, that it would build more relevancy for NBA? You think, like, if kids
Yeah.
didn't come out in 1 year and they stayed like 2-3 more years in college,
It's killed it for 20 years.
it
That's
would give
it's an easy
NBA
yes.
more eyes? You think, or no?
It's an easy yes because we don't know who these guys are when they come to the NBA. Rafa, it's an easy yes. You build. We know all the stars in college football because they have to stay. In NBA, they don't have to stay. We don't know who these kids are. And then when they come to the NBA, they're 19, 20, and 21, and they suck, need to be developed because they're playing with fucking grown men, and you don't know anybody. That is the fucking issue.
The problem is
That's
there's no listen, when there's no hitters that come out of in the NBA, there's not that LeBron James, because Steph Curry wasn't that. Like Kevin Durant was that. He was the number 1 pick. He lived up to all of that. But with every Kevin Durant, there's an Anthony Bennett who follows that. Nobody even knows who that is, by the way. Like
know who it
literally. So
Listen.
when like for every Anthony Edwards, there's a Michael Olowokandi in the NBA. There's too many misses, right? And so you can't market those guys. Like Steph Curry wasn't that. When Steph Curry came in the league, he was like the fourth best player on that team. Like Monte Ellis was so much better than Steph Curry when Steph Curry came into the league. Literally. Monte Ellis was a dominant basketball player on that team. So the NBA superstar needs to be built, and it's built by the league. Literally. It's built by the fucking league or exceptional fucking out of this world talent.
Well, it should be
Other than
built
that-
by college basketball. That's the issue. Last take. We're going to end on this. We're going to get a good clip because I know it's going to fucking drive people insane. It's going to drive me insane. Watching Instagram right before the show started, Byron Scott, Laker head coach, Arizona State. He was on some podcast and some guy came out and said that Kawhi Leonard better than Kobe Bryant. And I forgot who commented. Went to North Carolina. He works for the Lakers, won a championship with the Lakers.
James Worthy?
No. Younger kid. God, I forget his name. He works for the Lakers, but he won a championship with the Lakers. Not a superstar, but anyways, he laughed. But Rafa, you and I know people that are going to agree that Kawhi Leonard is better than Kobe fucking Bryant.
Let me ask you something. Byron Scott said that Byron Scott, a former Laker, said that Kawhi Leonard was better than Kobe Bryant.
No. It was on his podcast.
And what did Byron Scott say?
He said not everyone should have a fucking podcast and laughed. But this generation is going to agree, Rafa. First of all, and you're going to
Look at
agree
Rafa's
too. It's
thought
going to
process.
fucking look at.
He's
It's going to
agreeing.
drive me crazy. First of all, Kobe played through every fucking injury possible. Has
That's a
20
problem.
times more championships. 20
That's
times more championships.
That's a problem. That to me is such a fucking. That's this thing with Kobe. This aura. Oh, he played through all of this and blah blah blah. Like to me,
Dude,
that shit
okay,
is.
it is a thing because Kawhi Leonard had a twinge in his hamstring with San Antonio Spurs and said, "I'm not playing for a fucking year." He plays 50% of the fucking games. To come out and say that Kawhi Leonard, and I'm not a fucking huge Kobe guy, and say that Kawhi Leonard is better than Kobe Bryant is the most disrespectful, ignorant fucking thing on the fucking planet that ever fucking was said. Okay? Because Kobe Bryant actually cared about the game of basketball and gave everything he had and won championships.
So did Kawhi
Won
twice.
And
you know how many Finals MVP he has?
2.
As many as Jelly Bean Bryant.
Okay, so you're going to agree that Kawhi Leonard
Is a
better
better,
than-
basketball player than Kobe Bryant. I'm not saying he's a better winner. That's the problem that you guys have.
No, you have to put it. You have to put it in one big package. I want it in one big package.
But I'm not.
Okay,
But I'm
so-
not,
so
because
Jeff
I don't
George-
do
Jeff
that
George-
package thing. I don't do
Jeff-
that package thing because
Okay, hold on.
everyone. You can go to the NFL and Dan Marino was the best quarterback that ever played.
Yeah.
But he didn't win any titles. So now
Was he
Tom
better
Brady
than Tom
took over.
Brady? Because
As
he
a
was a
football
better.
player, as throwing the football with lesser talent in an era
Okay.
where nobody threw the ball, Dan Marino was clearly better than Tom Brady.
Well, I'm not going to agree with that because you have to put it in the entire fucking package. Dan Marino, great quarterback, great arm, dog, not better than Tom Brady. Kawhi Leonard in the package, not better than Kobe Bryant. Can you play a defense a little better at times? Kobe Bryant was a
A
great
little
defender.
better? A little better?
Kobe Bryant was a good defender. A good defender. I'm
Kawhi was
sorry.
an elite defender, Eddie. Elite.
When he played, if he decides he doesn't have a fucking sore throat and fucking plays, you have to put it all in a big fucking package, Rafa. You can't say Jeff George, amazing fucking arm talent. Dan Marino, better.
That
You
wasn't
have
the
to-
same thing. That wasn't the same thing. That
So
Jeff
you're gonna
George is
agree.
not the same thing.
Consistency has to matter. Thank you. Consistency has to matter in that equation.
So
I will not stand for it.
So
But you-
consistency matters when we're comparing Kobe to Kawhi, but it doesn't matter when we're comparing Kobe to LeBron. Got it.
I think LeBron's a better. I think
Consistency
LeBron,
has to matter,
okay.
but not when you compare LeBron to anybody else.
I'm
He's talking about basketball player, and to me, when I look at a player, I've never, ever gave a fuck about, this guy won this many titles. I don't give a fuck about that at all. I don't care. I'm talking about player in the game, in a game. I'm not talking about game 6, 30 seconds, yada, yada, yada. Because I know Kobe's shooting percentage is like 29% during that time. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about on the court. On the court, when they're both healthy on the court, both healthy. Yeah. Kawhi is a better basketball player. When they were both healthy at the same time, if they were both healthy, Kawhi Leonard would be a better basketball player. He's a better defender. He's a more efficient shooter.
Then why isn't he?
Because he's injured and he chooses not to play. He chooses not to play. This guy's hiding money through gardening companies and shit. Does he give a fuck about playing? No, he doesn't.
Then don't give him the fucking satisfaction of saying that Kawhi Leonard is better than Kobe Bryant. Don't do it.
Kawhi Leonard led 2 teams to the NBA Finals and led the teams because that Spurs team he was on was garbage. Like Tim Duncan was done, Tony Parker was done, Ginobili was done. He led that team and won a Finals MVP. He beat the Warriors with the Toronto fucking Raptors.
I will say this. He had the opportunity. He had the talent to be better. But you have to give the intangibles are the difference. The intangibles. And Kawhi Leonard doesn't have the intangibles to be put above Kobe Bryant. You don't even have Kawhi Leonard in the top 10 of your best top players.
No, I don't. But I barely have Kobe Bryant in there.
Okay, but you barely. Okay, so you can't. I just proved your theory wrong. Do you guys have anything we're done? Because what do you got?
Oh no, we're done. I think Kobe's better.
By the way, Eddie, for Kawhi didn't start getting hurt until he missed 1 year, 2017, 2018. He only played 9 games. After that, he played 60, 57, 52. He missed the whole year, and then he played 52, 68, and the last 2 years he hasn't played. So it
happened in San Antonio. Never since then.
It happened in San Antonio in 2018, and then he was traded to Toronto.
He don't have that dog in him, man.
Kawhi don't have that. By the way, for you to even throw out that Kobe even can hold this guy's fucking backpack on defense is absurd. This man has 2 Defensive Player of the Year awards, by the way.
Listen, he is. When I see Kawhi Leonard play basketball, I just shake my head and say, "What could have been if he's had
still playing?" He's averaging 28 a night right now.
When I watch him, it's like this guy could be so fucking good if he had that dog inside him, man.
Listen, nobody has more dog. Nobody has more dog.
Come on,
man. Nobody had more dog in him than Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan. There is no doubt about it. Which is why people hold them to these fucking Mount Rushmores of whatever the fuck. But because you're a dog, Ben Wallace was a dog doesn't make him the best defensive player of all time. He was a dog. Yeah. Dennis Rodman was a dog. He could be the best rebounder of all time, but he's not the best defensive player of all time either. Just because you're a dog doesn't make you the best at something. So
get that talent. Get that
far-fetched. To me, it's not that far-fetched because when I think of certain things, for me in basketball, like when you ask me elite scorers of all time, I have Carmelo in my top 5 with Kevin Durant.
Who's going to argue with that? I'm not going to argue with that.
I'm talking about scorers. I put James Harden, Kevin Durant, and Kobe and Carmelo in there with Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan. So
for sure.
That's what
Right.
I do. So I mean, it's not as far fetched as for me. I know what they're talking about when they said it. Obviously, you can't say that to a Laker fan ever. But
Well, I knew that we get a clip out of that, so I wanted to fucking bring it up. Well, guys, that's episode 167. Nakatomi Plaza. You got anything to say to the people, man?
No, man. I don't got nothing to say.
All right. It's nice
So-
to have your microphone working.
Yeah, it's great.
Any money?
What's up, man?
Anything? Are we gonna play golf? Am I gonna get you the golf course on Monday or Tuesday?
I believe so.
That'd be
I'm gonna
hot.
wear those nomadic shorts. They're short as hell, tight as hell.
Yeah, I might see a left nut.
Mike,
You better count on it.
bro, you
Minus
count on
300.
it already. Just getting out of the car, you're gonna see his left
He
nut.
said minus 300.
Mm-hmm. It's the over 1.5 that you got to be worried about.
You might see both.
Oh shit!
Too
Do me a
good.
favor and shave those bad boys, please, before Monday. Rafa, that was too good. The over 1.5
Oh
is
my
too
god,
good. It's the fucking run line, the ball run line.
unbelievable.
Rafa,
Unbelievable.
Rafa's walking his first 18 rounds tomorrow. I want to bless Rafa. May God
Amen.
bless you. I hope empty out your bag, man. Because that's just gonna be heavy.
Let's see how it goes tomorrow.
All right, man. I want to thank Pete Riculi fucking joined the show and fucking
CJ said, "Lit show, man. Dang, but I've never been invited to the course of racism." It's
Bro,
'cause
I
black
play
guys-
golf. I play golf. The guy I play golf with the most is black, by the way.
well, yeah.
Just so you know.
We'll
The guy
replay
I-
that shit.
So it's no racism, CJ's. You got to get your big ass out there. Like that's just
Bro.
what it is.
I know if CJ ever goes to a golf course, it's just gonna be, damn, it's hot as fuck.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's
Sweating.
perfect weather for you out there, big boy.
Yeah.
He's
It'll
just
be
gonna
like-
be like this the whole time.
Like Hell Week, 2-a-days. So
Oh, yeah.
guys, thanks again for joining us. Everyone that joined, we love you. Great time. We'll see you next Wednesday. And peace,
Peace.
love, and harmony, man.